You know, friendship is everything. Friendship is more than talent. It's more than government. It's almost equal to family. But sometimes you gotta cut yourself off, and sometimes it's time to whack some fools. Ocho, I heard there's some teams that need whacking now that Champions League's back.
That's true, Godfather.
Is this true?
That's true.
I'm so glad. I'm ready for a good whacking.
I'm glad we could hire you for your services.
Godfather, it's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. It's about that time to start whacking and jacking. Some teams thought they could hang in the Champions League. I don't think so.
Welcome back, folks.
Welcome back.
Everybody put your feet in the center circle. It's time to blast off into some Champions League and some Europa today. It's about that time. We've been talking about it for a while. It's finally back. It's back in full swing. My boys are done, but we'll get into that in a second. We got some really special guests today. First of all, before we introduce them, Ocho, what have you been up to?
Same as usual. Work. Acai. Actually, just got some new boots that are fucking sick.
Ooh.
The
I saw 'em
Adidas
by
Predators.
the
You
deep
saw 'em?
freezer. Those Adidas.
The Predators.
All black.
Those
Did you
Predators.
feel them?
I got the $80 Predators a couple weeks ago. Those are the top shelf.
All right,
Those are
so
gnarly.
when you buy Adidas, I love a lot because they're not just a brand that's trying to sell like a belief or a personality. They actually put
Care about the
time,
product.
research, and development.
I did
into
have
their
the
shoes.
kangaroo skin Predators. I'm just gonna say it. So
There you
lay it
go,
out
man.
There. I had the Roo skins from
So-
Third Coast Soccer. Shout out.
Shout out to Third Coast Soccer.
Free plug, free
We'll
plug.
get them on here as a sponsor.
Free
So
plug.
what's crazy about these Predators is they added this new feature on the outside. It's called Demon Skin.
I saw it on.
And the Demon Skin is like little miniature rubber pyramids on the outside. And I just went and kicked today.
To
It
go along with
adds
that new EPL like seamless crazy ball they have.
Well, it's just any ball, but
Yeah,
that ball
but
is
it-
definitely going to grip
It's
more.
just gonna like. rip.
Today I was just doing a little elastico, and I feel like Ronaldinho now with those shoes on.
Just glued to your foot.
It's just literally glued to your foot. So that's what's been up with me. I went and tested those shoes out. They're fucking
Yes,
sick.
I can say, folks, that I just saw these things in person, and they are nasty.
By the way, I
Yeah,
got the
quite
All
nice.
Blacks. So
Oh yeah, the only way.
Oh,
to go.
clean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
got that built-in sock sleeve kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's a good look.
Sexy.
high
Good
top.
look. It's a good look.
High top.
Kind of looks like a Predator, but like got a little bit more of that Adidas body to it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Adidas, sponsor me because I'm going to be coaching. All the kids that I coach are going to see these cleats and then go, hey, Mom, I want these for Christmas.
I wanna be a
Everybody knows
predator.
The Predator or the Vapor.
That's what I'm
Everyone
saying.
knows that.
Yeah,
what I'm
that's all there
The
is.
more things change, the more they stay the same.
Exactly. It's my favorite quotes of all time. Well, now that you're versed out there, folks, we do have a couple of fans in the house today. One of those that you've been hearing his lovely voice is welcome back to the show, United Ben.
Second time on.
Man
Glory,
United Ben.
Glory, Man United.
Glory, glory.
And I will say, the second team I had today, they put a great effort in against, the perennial champions of Spain. Granted, not this year because they choked. But Napoli, shout out to Napoli today. Good effort.
Great
The
effort,
two
man.
said great effort. I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
Do they qualify for European competition winning the Italian League Cup or no?
Yes.
They do.
Mhm.
For Euro or for
Europa.
Yes,
Yes.
for Europa, yeah. So cool.
We'll see 'em.
I'm kind of mad they squirted the bet a little bit on the Champions League. but
That's
hey.
a hard opponent, man.
Yeah.
That's a hard opponent.
No. But they could have done better than 7th place in the Serie A, but we won't go there.
That's a story for another day.
It's another day.
It's a story for
Yeah.
another day.
I'm full on United here today. Napoli is my B team.
Well, we always
United
say on the
all
Footy
the way.
Fetish, as an American, you are allowed to have teams in different countries.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you got to. I mean, why not? If there was multiple football leagues, then you could have multiple
That's what I'm
fans.
saying.
I don't see
Right.
why not.
You can't
Me
go
and
Orlando
Michael Booty
Pride.
here are fans of Tijuana FC, Jolos
And
baby,
Mexico.
Jolos.
Yolos, they saved our
Yeah,
life.
baby.
Saved
Look
our
out,
life.
Club America, we're coming for that title.
Well, that being said, now that we have a United fan on the show, we got to have a City fan. So the United fan, we got the Europa. We got to have a City fan to fucking follow up with some Champions League. Welcome back to the show, Turtle. Say hello.
Thank you. Happy to be back.
Glad this is your second time or third time back.
Second time.
Second time. We got two second timers back on the show.
Glad to have you out
Good
your
luck,
shell.
Turtle, with Bayern Munich in the final. I'll let you know right now 'cause you guys are on the fast track there. But good luck.
I mean, I'm not really worried because every year that we've played Bayern, we've always beat them at Bayern.
Really?
So, yeah, when Pep was coaching them, they always beat us once in the Champions League, and then we always beat them. But then look at Arsenal. Played them 3 times and let them score 15. Yeah, that was never us.
I will say I look forward to that final, even though I don't have any
man.
invested team in it. That's gonna be something.
It's crazy because it's any team can have a good day or a bad day and get to the final.
That's kind of what I felt like today with Napoli. It was like, man, they win today, and
Great chance.
That's a great chance.
Yeah, great chance.
Because
they would
that's why it was just so open, which was kind of cool
Well-
with the Champions League in this sense coming back. It was very open because no one really knew the form.
Well,
of
no,
any
we
of the
do.
teams.
So I'll ask you if Napoli wins, they play Bayern.
Sure.
Do you think they've got a chance?
Probably
Probably not.
No, probably not.
I think
Probably
Barcelona's got the best shot against Bayern.
Yeah.
You think more than City?
Yes, because of Messi.
Because of
Do you remember that clip that Messi put on Boateng?
Yeah.
Messi made Boateng a meme. Right? He did that in and out, and Boateng literally just like fell over. Do you remember that? And then he like chipped the keeper or something.
I mean, shout out to Messi today for that goal, which was just that was just Messi. What are you
Messi
gonna
being
do? What are
Messi.
you gonna do? I
Yeah.
mean, the dude's already on the ground. He was on the ground. He finished it clinically in the corner.
We'll get into that momentarily.
Yeah.
First things first, we mentioned the FA final last episode.
We got to talk about this.
We got to talk about that for a second. Ladies and gents, yours truly, Ocho and Booty, of course, called it like we always do. We're always 100% correct every single time. And we got the 2-1 Arsenal win. 2 goals from Aubameyang. That wasn't a shock. The 1 goal from Chelsea was from Pulisic. That wasn't a shock.
Love to see the pool.
He also got hurt again. That wasn't a shock. So,
Come on,
Now.
Christian.
that being said, great win for the Gunners. I really feel that really saved the season for them.
100%. Now they're in Europa,
Now they're in Europa.
out of 8th place in the EPL.
If you do want to look at that, folks, if you want to go back and look at that game, it was full of controversial calls, but Arsenal still did what they needed to do to win it. There was a really weird situation that Ocho and I were talking about for a second,
That's right.
where the keeper from Arsenal comes out of the box, grabs the ball with both hands. There is a shot. It is confirmed from a Chelsea fan of ours, Mr. Matt McDaniel. Of
Yeah,
course,
so reliable.
he went and found it. Of course, it should have been called. It wasn't. Then
But
there was
wait, did you not see the photo I sent?
yeah.
There's
yeah.
2 different photos.
It was
out
like
there.
it was like 2. Yeah, it was 2 different angles.
So essentially, the rule is, as a keeper, you can step out of the box
And bring
as
it into
long
the box.
as your hands are on the ball inside the box.
Right.
Feet inside the box.
5 feet out.
You can go. You could bring it in the box.
You can step out of bounds and have your hand on the ball inside the box, and it's technically not out of bounds.
Right. So long as the ball stays in play.
Right.
Yeah.
Or inside the box if you're using your hands, which is what this keeper
The
did
ball's inside the box. You could be outside.
Correct.
By position
with your feet.
grabbing with it.
You could hold it.
I
It's the
will
same thing in the
say-
goal. You can stand in the goal and hold the ball outside the net.
I will say I didn't
outside-
watch the FA Cup final because I was a little salty of our shitty performance against Chelsea. But I'm glad to see they lost.
Yeah.
Fuck Chelsea.
Fuck Chelsea.
The big thing for me is there was obvious controversial calls. We can't forget about the Kovacic double yellow?
Double
Red card?
yellow. The PK that Aubameyang got for the first goal.
Yeah, it
was
was
a weird one.
It was
Questionable.
unfortunate because you really wanted to see a fairly called, and it was obvious. The number of fouls, I don't remember what it was, but it was disproportionate. You know, it was a lot against Chelsea, a little against Arsenal, and it was a very physical game. It was back and forth.
Right.
It's typical North London derby.
Yeah.
Turtle, did you happen to watch that one?
I got to see a little bit of it, but I didn't get to see the whole thing. No.
Any thoughts on what you saw?
Yeah. I thought this was a huge lift for Chelsea. I mean, I'm sorry, Arsenal, just because. I mean, you could see how much it meant to the fans, and you got to remember. They need Aubameyang to stay.
Yeah.
And
Which he is.
you know, without this trophy, you know, that has him thinking like, you know, I'm getting older. Do I need to leave to, achieve something? So, if he renews his contract, I think it's going to be because of this win.
Turtle.
Surely.
Speaking about the contract, we just pulled it up. Aubameyang is set to, not confirmed, set to, that was my mistake, set to receive £250,000 per week.
Worth every penny.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Worth every penny.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
Surprised
shit.
it's not more.
Could be. Could
So-
easily be.
So they're in Europa, but can
Yes.
they compete for the title next year in the Prem?
Ooh, I think they can.
You think so?
Yes.
I certainly
Arteta.
think it can be top 4.
It's all about Arteta. He's creating a new culture there. Look what
I
Klopp
always
did.
respected Arteta.
That's what I'm saying.
Legend at Everton.
Dude, and while we're on the topic of this, we got to, maybe we'll talk about this at the end of the episode more, but Pirlo going to Juve.
Oh, we'll get there.
Okay, we're going to get, all I'm going to
'Cause
say is
somebody
that
else
this
has to-
seems to be the trend in modern soccer, which is players become coaches. And what I've noticed is it expedites respect to the coaches. It's a fast track.
It keeps the culture in house.
It
for
keeps
me.
the
Just like
culture
with
in house.
Ole with United, he
Yep.
just knows the culture of Sir Alex. He knows what they want. Knows the work and the pace that they need to continue
Yep.
what they're doing. He knows United.
Arteta, same thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit.
You see
Arteta-
Pep
Arteta-
Guardiola, same thing. Klopp,
did
same
Arteta
thing.
even play anywhere else beside Everton in the Prem?
Yes.
So
Oh, not in the
Don-
Prem.
No, not in the Prem though.
Not in
I
the
mean,
Prem.
the
I don't
dude
think
was.
so.
He should have been. I mean, shit. I would have loved him filling in for my team.
Technically, he was at Man City for a little bit,
No,
right? Assistant coach
Who's
under
that?
Pep,
he's just coach of
Arteta.
Pep.
right?
Yeah. No, he did. I think he did a great job helping us. One of the things that he really, really helped us with that many people probably don't realize, he's the one that helped Sterling improve on his finishing. He's the one that took Sterling like one-on-one and was like, look, like you need to stop, putting your foot through the ball. Sometimes you just need to like calm down. Like you're getting in the right, positions.
Yeah.
And this stuff even came out in the documentary, like All Is
Amazon.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's very
So
similar.
like he really worked with the players like one-on-one and made sure like he fine-tuned like the small important things in the game to like help each player grow individually.
Very cool. Didn't know
Beautifully
that.
said. That's exactly how he was as a player too.
Yeah.
So it's like Ocho just said. It's carrying over. It's
It's the new modern trend
yeah.
There's
in modern soccer.
I mean, where do you see like the 67-year-old manager these days?
Working at
Sorry.
a bank,
Sorry, getting
Yeah.
fired.
getting fired, and smoking
Right.
cigarettes, and working at a bank again.
Let's see. Who else? Who's an old one?
Conte.
Ooh,
Napoli.
Marcelo Bielsa, Leeds United, just got promoted. That's an old dog that's still hanging around.
Yes.
Um,
Good coach too.
What's his-
Great coach, man.
his name?
The god of Godfathers.
Everton.
Oh,
Ancelotti.
Ancelotti.
Ancelotti's still around,
But a player,
right? But
right?
also a player.
He was the one that kicked off, right? That started this whole trend. I think
Yeah.
he's one of those. Cruyff is another one.
Yep.
Player/coach.
It's almost hard to not to be able to find somebody who wasn't a former player, because we were even talking about, we may have mentioned it a couple episodes ago, we were talking about even Steven Gerrard right now. A lot of people don't know he's over in
He's on
Scotland.
his way.
Yeah, he's over in Scotland.
Wayne,
He's coaching right now.
Wayne at Derby.
Wayne-
Actually,
Wayne Rooney.
Wayne
Wayne
Rooney.
at Derby.
Yeah.
Bring him
Yep.
in as
Booty, you
assistant to United.
brought up a very good point. One of the things that Mourinho has actually had issues
Mourinho.
with players was specifically because there's players out there that when he goes in on them, because he's never played professionally, it's like, well, you don't know what it's like as a player.
Yep.
So you can't be coming at me this way.
From that angle.
So it's like,
yeah.
that's why a lot of players or coaches, were former players, because it's like, look, they understand every aspect. But if you haven't played, well, then it's hard to get that respect from the player, because at the end of the day, it's like, well, dude, like you don't know what it's like.
You haven't
you
walked
haven't
my
been
shoes.
here.
Yep. That seems to be the most important aspect of the game today.
At the
crazy.
top level,
Yeah.
it all comes down to man management.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the best tactician. You don't have to be this super coach. It's how you manage the egos of these superstars together.
Are you a
And
player
if they
guy?
respect you,
Yep.
right out the gate. Oh fuck, Pirlo, World Cup winner, Champions League winner, legend. I don't need to even speak to this guy.
Yeah.
I just respect him automatically.
Yep.
You know, sorry, banker.
Yeah. Bye.
I don't really know you, dude.
Never played.
Yeah, don't know you. You smoke a
Zidane.
lot of cigarettes. That's about it. That's all I know. And I don't
Zidane's
respect
another
you.
great example. I mean,
Zidane, right?
Yeah.
Spot on.
I mean, the minute he walks in, everybody's bowing down to him.
By the way,
Who
coach
wouldn't?
before him, Rafa Benitez.
Benitez.
They used to make fun of him. They used to call him Camisa 10, 10 shirt,
I remember you.
because he never played.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, you're the 10 jersey, right?
Yeah.
If you would have played, you would have been the 10 jersey.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Speaking of
You had negative 10 jersey,
speaking
bro.
of former players / coaches, can we get Thierry back in some major leagues here, guys?
He'll be
'Cause
back.
he'll be back.
He was
He'll be
assistant
back.
for Belgium.
Yeah,
And
exactly. I
he's-
want
World Cup.
Thierry on the top shelf team. He doesn't need to be in the MLS.
He's a GM at MLS, so that's kind of
Wait, where is he? He's doing something.
Montreal?
Montreal,
Yeah.
That's right.
the
Okay.
Whitecaps or whatever it is.
Montreal.
That's a good move for him.
Yeah, I mean it's
Absolutely.
GM. It's fun. That's a fun little position. I'm sure.
It's definitely a stepping stone
Yeah.
in his career. You know that. He's
Yeah.
not going to stay there for
No,
long.
it's a learning.
Yeah,
curve.
exactly.
Head coach of France when Deschamps. Oh, Deschamps.
Shit.
Again, like our man Turtle was saying, as far as coaches affecting players and really just giving them that like final touch up. Anthony Martial, Ole.
Mm.
Yeah.
What else?
Dang,
Martial,
Ole.
Look at Martial a year ago. Solid player.
Yep.
Always was like the fucking practice guy. The guy could finish. He's clinical. He's got it all together, but could never really kind of put it together on the pitch.
Consistently.
Yeah.
And now,
Yeah, now it's
look out.
consistent.
I mean, dude, he could win the Golden Boot next year.
Different player.
Yeah.
He really could. In my opinion, he's a prospect for the Golden Boot. One of the top 5.
I know he was.
Next
He
year.
smiles.
Yeah,
he
he
smiles.
smiles.
He smiles.
Totally.
He smiles. And
Who
I
was the
will-
guy before him who didn't smile?
Martial smiles now.
Exactly.
They used to have memes out of him. It was like Martial sad, same
I
face.
mean,
Martial
he
happy,
wasn't
same
even
face.
on France's roster last summer.
He didn't
wasn't
make
even
it.
on the roster.
Now you're
Exactly.
contending.
How could he? I mean, you can't even look at that roster and not see him on it. And
Man,
Hugh
you
and
might-
Booty will argue me on this, but I think Martial.
Let's bring it in here.
Martial, as far as a forward for France, Mbappe is the only guy above him, in my opinion.
Mm,
He's the only one.
I got a question.
He's the only
I
one.
agree.
He's the only one better.
Do y'all think would you all take Martial over Giroud? You think Giroud
Giroud.
stays?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Dudu Giroud?
Yeah, Giroud.
I
can
mean,
go.
Giroud.
I don't know, man.
Give
That's
me
a hard
Giroud
one.
10 years ago, maybe, but today, Martial.
That's a hard one because while we make fun of Dudu Giroud for not really contributing in the goals category, he did his job for France. It's hard to dispute that.
he
I'm
always
usually on the other side of this,
Takes
but
a defender every time he's around the box.
multiple possibly, you know,
two,
because he's a big dude. He's a big dude, and who do you not bring? Are you? I guess Dembele, right? You take Dembele off
Yeah,
the squad,
he's injured anyways. You know.
right? So you got
Yeah.
you got Griezmann. I think you have to bring Griezmann.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not only for his ability, but I think the French people love Griezmann.
It's
So
the experience he's got
I think
too.
they would fucking burn the city down if you didn't bring him.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so Griezmann, Giroud, Mbappe, of course, and then I think it's Martial.
Yeah. And I'm gonna take Martial over Giroud age wise too,
Zabaleta over
because it's
Lacazette over Martial in the last.
He wasn't there.
No, for the cup.
He wasn't there. Lacazette and Martial, neither of them made it. Neither did Coman, another one,
yeah.
also in the form. France has got some problems.
France is loaded for.
Yeah,
a
France
while.
has got that
Yeah.
good
They got
problem.
Good problems. Yeah.
Yeah. So they can. That's what I'm saying. They can afford to get rid of Giroud, and we can move on from him. But
Yeah.
But good point
Still
though,
nice to have
because
the big striker, but Martial's
Yeah.
no fucking
You need
little
that.
Guy.
You need because some teams, so you're going to come against a team that's going to have big center backs, and you're going to need a Giroud type of player.
No.
Martial's not going to cut it for you.
Martial, he's no slouch, but yeah, he's not.
You put them next to each other. Giroud's just bigger.
yeah,
He's just a bigger guy. But getting back to
Yeah, let's get back on.
Arteta, Arsenal next season, definitely contending for top 4 in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. The top 6 are going to just be at each other's necks.
I've been wanting to just. I'm really excited to see him with a full season.
I
under
don't
his
like
belt.
to say it, but Tottenham's going to be better. They will.
You think?
Yeah, definitely with a.
I think they'll be
I don't know.
better, maybe, but
They're always going to contend.
they're going to get 10. They got the talent.
By the way, fun fact: in the EPL, in the last 10 years, the winner has changed 5 times.
It's the most parity of any
And
league by any means.
The next one is Spain with 3, but let's be honest, it's really just 2,
It's a rotation of 2.
right? And then Germany, same thing,
with
2.
Germany,
And then you look at Italy. It's one. It's
Italy's
been Juve the last 9 years.
Yep.
So England has really. I mean, it's a revolving door.
Yeah.
It's just constant winners all the time.
So it makes it the greatest league.
Speaking of EPL
and great leagues.
and great leagues, well, not so much a great league, but we got to talk about Europa real quick.
We do.
Europa just kicked off. We just had a few games played. Inter, Man U, Roma, Leverkusen, Sevilla, some big name team. Wolverhampton qualifying for the quarterfinals. Are we in quarters? I think we are, yeah. Quarterfinals. 8 teams left. Let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
It appears as if we're going to have Man U Copenhagen. Ben, obvious.
Can't say I know much about Copenhagen.
No one does.
On paper, I think nowadays without teams, without fans, you take the team on paper.
Yeah.
I mean,
So this is, and Man U's hot.
Yeah.
Are they giving it away? I guess it's
Straight up, one game.
Right, but is there not like it really matters where they're playing? At
It
this
doesn't.
point.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's on paper
I
here.
think they're holding all of them in Germany, right?
Ooh,
For Europa?
Final is.
Anybody know?
Turtle.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with the on paper. However, one thing I would say is because we have no fans at these games, it really comes down to the coach as well. Who's a better coach?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think the no fans helps kind of the smaller clubs because
Yep.
they can hear him yelling.
Interesting.
It doesn't get that like overwhelming if they're at Old Trafford getting smoked
Right.
2-0 early. It falls apart fast, but if they're up and it's 2-0, it's fucking dead quiet. They can work. I mean, just like today with Napoli and Barcelona, like
Yeah.
if there's 70,000 fans at Camp Nou,
The game's over.
Yeah,
game's
done.
Game's
just
over very
nothing.
quickly.
But
Napoli stayed in it.
Napoli stayed in it till the
Damn,
end.
they stayed
They
in
were
it.
attacking. I think they had possession on the game.
We'll get there. So Man U. Anybody think Man U won't win that game against Copenhagen?
No,
Okay.
I think they're winning.
I think they're winning.
That-
Yeah.
Next game in the quarterfinals: Inter, Bayern Leverkusen.
That's exciting.
This is exciting.
That seems like one of the better matchups for the quarters.
Yeah.
We've also got another one down, but I
Inter
gotta
is
stick.
hot.
I gotta
Inter-
stick with Inter. This is
Yeah,
my
no,
Serie A boys.
Inter's hot. They've been
I think
playing
Inter's
well.
gonna take it.
Yeah.
Bayern Leverkusen also fell apart towards the end of the Bundesliga. They had a chance to get second place
Yeah.
and lost some key games to slip out of. And they might not be in the top 4. I'd have to look into that, but
I don't think
feel
they
like
are.
they either slipped out of the top. Oh, it's 3. Is it 3 in Germany?
Because-
It's 4.
because-
It's
Germany
4.
gets 4?
It's 4. France gets 3.
because
I feel like Germany
Mönchengladbach
should
got
be
that
in
last
3.
spot.
Just saying.
Yeah, Mönchengladbach got
Fifth
that last
place. Leverkusen's in 5th place.
spot. Yep.
Jeez. So
Yeah.
they were within like a couple of points of second, and now they've slipped out to 5th.
Yeah.
So unless something happened that month of break, I don't see Leverkusen winning that game.
No. Inter just so many names.
Man, they look hot.
Names just keep going, and then Conti.
Also, the game Inter played against Getafe, Lukaku looked great. Lautaro Martinez looked great. Leverkusen barely beat the Rangers 1-0.
Yeah.
You know,
Side note: Alexis Sanchez is
Yeah,
now
I was
officially at
about to say,
Inter.
Thank you.
He's
Yeah,
he's
official.
starting for them, yeah.
He
Or
rotated in that
more or
game.
less, yeah.
Rotated in that game, but I mean, shit.
Which was a
coming
free
off the bench.
transfer. I don't really know how that. I don't know how
They
that-
they
that's
worked a
what-
deal. They worked a deal.
That's what it said.
Okay.
I read it was a free transfer.
It was a
for
loan.
Martinez.
It was a loan that they
Initially.
they worked a deal. So he's officially at Inter now.
Damn. Wonder what the wages are there.
I
We'll
didn't
look
see
into
that.
We'll look into that for the end.
We will.
Next one, Shakhtar Donetsk, FC Basel.
Ocho and I's favorite team.
Yeah, dude. Shakhtar, baby.
Whoop. Love Shaq.
AKA FC Brazil.
Yeah. Literally all Brazilians.
Those Ukrainians love getting those Brazilians, man.
Dude, it's a hell of
They
a
do.
it's a hell of a team.
It is.
They don't do anything very sexy. They just hang in there and they win games.
You know who knocked him out, right, in group stage? Our fucking boys, Atalanta.
Oh, Atalanta did.
Right? They
Yeah.
fucking. We thought Shakhtar was going to run away with it.
And wasn't it like a back and forth game?
Oh, yeah.
Or them and Dynamo Zagreb played a hell of a game in Champions League. Remember, it was like 4-3 or something, 3-2
They tied or something like that.
and there were 3 goals in the extra time or something. Remember that?
I remember that.
It was like game of the Falcon tournament. Shakhtar, ladies and gentlemen, check them out. Love Shaq. They have some serious Brazilian players that are under the radar, but really fun to watch.
Side note as well, look for Ukraine to do well in the Euros.
Yes.
Dark horse team.
Oh, dude, I'm putting money on that.
Andrei Shevchenko,
It's coach.
coach.
Another player coach.
Legend.
Legend.
Another player coach.
Another player coach. Thank you, sir.
Another player coach.
God, instant respect. Anyway, so far we've got Man U going through, Inter going through, Shakhtar. Last matchup here. Wolverhampton Wanderers, Sevilla.
Best of the quarterfinals.
Ooh, this
That's
one.
gonna be a good game.
This is going to be a really good game.
Hella evenly matched.
Sevilla are the team that knocked Barcelona off their first place.
Yeah, I can't say I know
Pedestal.
much about Sevilla's roster, but I know they always play tough in the Champions League every time. And they seem to always be in it, and they're always beyond knockout stage. They just show up.
Sevilla knocked out Roma in the round of 16. That's a big deal. Roma was looking hot towards the end of Serie A. We look at Wolverhampton Wanderers. They squeaked by 1-0 against Olympiacos. Olympiacos is a good team.
Yeah.
Wolverhampton has not looked good since restart, in my opinion.
No shit.
They have not.
No.
fallen
They haven't
out.
looked
And
the same.
I know because I've been watching them because they were fighting United for position.
Oh,
and
that's
they
right.
Just they kind of just if they had played up to the standard they had been playing all year, United does not finish in third place, and they'd be lucky to finish in the top 4.
Interesting. Okay, with that being said, Turtle, I'll go with you. Wolverhampton or Sevilla? Who you got?
I think I'm gonna go with Wolverhampton.
Well done.
Reason being, dude, like
I know why.
Your boy Nuno is
Traore.
he's tough.
Adama.
He's tough. And yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Traore.
So, did, you just,
Jimenez, Traore.
did you just have that
Greased up
PTSD when Traore made Mendy his bitch? You remember that?
Dude, like he
That was ridiculous.
That was awesome.
That's my favorite highlight all year. It's
God.
the most. If you show anybody else, they're just like, oh, okay. That's how you know. Like, I'm too much. We follow soccer too much, guys. Seriously, I've shown people that highlight, and I'm just like, ha ha ha! See that?
You saw
See that?
him?
Everybody's like, I mean, that's great. He stole the ball from him.
Man. Turtle, how do you feel about that play, man?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it hurt. But, like what can you do?
Right.
You know?
Do you know, side fun fact here, do you know he greases down his arms so that players...
I heard that. I
the
wasn't
grease
sure if
man.
that was true.
There's a photo of him like with his arms out, and there's a lady with like fucking like
a boxer.
Vaseline,
Yeah,
just like
a
oiling.
boxer
He's
getting
got his
greased
shirt
down.
super tight, tucked in. He's got his socks all the way up to his. Like this man is like, no one's gonna grab me. Apparently, someone grabbed his arm and he like dislocated his shoulder. He was running so fast.
Oh shit.
So
Oh,
he's like,
wow.
"Fuck that!
Yeah.
You're not grabbing me in my arm anymore."
And
I got the Wolverhampton Wanderers, baby.
the photo's great too. The dude cannot put down his arms; they're so jacked. He's like, it's like he's Ray Lewis on the field, man. It's crazy.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah, like those Spanish people, they're just gonna be like, dude, what do we do? Like, we don't have nobody.
really
We don't
hope-
have no Spanish people looking like this.
For real.
Simi?
Possibly. I don't know.
mean,
Could be.
I don't know. how
Wait,
to draw
give me
one.
your picks here. Who do you got?
Tell you what, dude, I'm gonna go Sevilla.
Nice.
I know, man. I know. I love the Wanderers. I've mentioned them many times on the
Yeah,
show. I
you
love
got the
I love
jersey.
Traore. Dude. I want to see them keep going in a European competition, but the teams that Sevilla has beat up on this year. I mean, I gotta go them.
Form.
They beat Barcelona this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Hold on.
They've hung in there with Real. I don't know. I feel like La Liga this year there was a lot of like little wild cards, and I really feel like they're one of them. And we're looking at it right now, folks. The standings, they're going to be in Champions League next year, no matter what happens here. So
Thank you, Suso. We love you. They had to buy Suso. That was part of the clause. They finished with 70 points as well as Atletico Madrid.
Oh,
and ended
So-
on a 4. Let's see, 5 out of the 6 last games were wins, and there was one draw.
Yeah.
One draw. So they're hot. I feel like
Wolves' form looking like
Great
Good
question.
good answer.
Great
good,
question.
good question. Jeez.
This dude's been watching too much Jeopardy.
Oh, God. What is Wolverhampton Wanderers?
Wolverhampton. Ben was right.
I told you
Loss,
their
loss,
form
win,
has
draw,
been
win,
shit.
loss.
Shaky.
Yikes.
If I close my eyes, I don't see them winning
that
that.
last loss was not good for them. I'm pretty sure it was like fucking Burnley or somebody.
Chelsea.
In the league.
Last game. That's right. It was Chelsea. But it was. I remember it being like a mount free kick, and
I think Pulley fucking put it on him in that game.
that was another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put
Pulley had,
on
like,
for my
2.
pulley.
Turtle, you were about to say something in regards to Wolverhampton and Sevilla. What are you about to say?
Yeah, I was shocked. I didn't realize that that Sevilla's coach is actually the ex Real Madrid coach.
Nah. Who's that?
Yeah, Julian Lotepegui.
Oh
Or-
shit! Really?
Yeah, I'm probably not even saying his name right, but
That's a hot take.
you know who
Wait,
I'm talking about.
Was this the guy that was coaching Spain and then took the
Yup.
Real Madrid job?
And then got fired. Yup, that's him.
Interesting.
He got fired like right before the World Cup.
Yeah, because he released to the world that he was getting hired by Real Madrid after the World Cup, and then they're like, we're good, because you know what that does to your locker room.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you got Barcelona players going, "Wait, you're hired for Real Madrid? I thought you're supposed to be our coach."
Yeah.
Friction,
Exactly.
headbutts.
Yeah,
Get the
bye.
fuck out of here, dude. And they still made it to the semis, right?
Uh-huh.
Spain
Or no, quarters.
quarters.
They lost to Russia.
That's right.
Talking about the last World Cup?
PK
Yeah.
shootout.
Yeah, the PKs. And not
Crazy.
the PK.
Turtle, who was your team? You said Wolves.
Yeah, I'm going with the Wolves.
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 Sevilla.
Won Sevilla.
All right. Well, that wraps us up for
Better come find me.
the quarterfinals of Europa. By the way, those games will be on Monday and Tuesday, August 10th, August 11th. So right around the corner.
That's this Monday.
That's 2 days from now. Very excited about that. Now that Europa's over, we can get to the Tier 1 soccer.
Time for Champions League. Time for Champions. The whack is back.
The whack is back.
So, where should we start? I guess where we left off.
Yeah.
So, Juventus was going against Lyon, and if we're talking about matches on paper, we all picked Juventus to.
Hey, they did. They won it. They won the game.
Hats off to they did win the game,
Right? You can't let that go. They did win.
but on a 2-2, and Lyon moves on the aggregate on the away goals
Tiebreaker.
on the
Goals conceded.
tiebreaker.
That's how it goes, man. That's
how it goes.
Somebody looked really old and slow, and was just everybody relying on Ronaldo again.
Who bagged 2 goals, by the
Who
way.
also, who
the
still,
only 2 goals.
who still dropped his nuts.
Yeah. That
But-
was incredible.
Dybala came on for about 10 minutes.
I didn't see
for
that. What happened there?
He got hurt again.
Quad or
He
something,
came
looked
on
like.
and then pulled up.
Re-injured
Yeah.
himself.
He wasn't even moving, just like
Dude.
standing on the ball and pulled
And
up.
kicked
Keep-
it out of bounds immediately.
Should have kept
Like-
Bernadeschi on.
Yep.
Right out the gate. Did y'all see that dribble he made?
Yeah, the
Unfucking
first, like, 5
believable.
minutes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Hesitated a little bit. I mean, he was within a foot of the goal.
Yep. I
And
saw
that guy came out of nowhere and made a fantastic tackle, but that goal right there
Lyon
changes
got a
the game.
penalty, right?
Yeah, the penalty, very
Yes, that
beginning.
was it.
Depay handball.
Both did.
Yeah,
Both
they,
did.
they both did.
Both sides did. I
But
thought
the
both
goal,
PKs.
The goal that sent them through was a penalty.
Yeah.
Was it not? Yeah.
I thought-
Depay became the first player to take a penalty and concede a penalty in the same game in Champions League. Secondly, Lyon is the only team that Ronaldo has been knocked out of the Champions League in round 16. The last time he was knocked out, that he didn't even.
Anytime ever
The last time he didn't that he didn't make it to the quarterfinals with somebody,
was Lyon.
Lyon knocked him out then too.
With
Oh,
what?
shit.
With
That is a
Real?
crazy, Yes. Yeah.
With who?
Real.
With Real.
Real
Oh,
knocked
no
him out a
shit.
couple I don't know how many years ago. It may be beyond 5 years ago.
Oh, it has to be.
Yep.
It's a long because ever since he's
Yeah.
been there,
Yeah, they won.
they've been going past round of 16.
Yep.
So it must have been like early on.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah, so there's some crazy hot takes for you. In the meantime,
You know what sucks? I really got to talk about this.
Please.
He's going to get so much criticism for not advancing, but he scores 2 goals and they win the game.
he did everything that he could do.
He did
himself.
everything he could do.
Yep.
He just didn't score. Somebody's going to say, oh, well, he had that header that he could have scored. It's like, okay, sorry, he
finish
scored 2 out of
everything.
3 goals.
Yeah.
Can someone else please step up? By the way,
Anyone.
I thought Rabiot looked awful. I thought the outside backs for Juve looked awful. No one could put a decent ball into the box.
And everybody that did, it was always just like, okay, I beat this guy, I beat that guy. Where's Ronaldo? Like cross.
Somebody's got to.
Somebody's got to get a little more creative. Something. Go get Traore, please. Come on.
Dude, there's rumors Traore, Lacazette, Jimenez. I mean,
Get someone to help Ronaldo, please.
Well, isn't that other best player in the world rumored to go to Serie A next year?
yes.
I hear about that.
That's right.
I think would be pretty cool.
I tell you what, today was the day. If they would not have gone through,
Oh, yeah, that was
he
it.
would have come out and been like,
Gone.
I ain't signing shit.
Nope.
I'm gone.
That's what I was texting a friend of ours who loves him, and I was like, so is he on like a game-by-game basis now? He's happy now until the next time they lose.
Yeah.
He's out again.
It's the same reason he's retired twice for Argentina.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Here's my hot take conspiracy theory.
you got?
ESPN has the rights to Serie A.
Dude, I agree.
Boom.
I've been
Yeah.
saying this, bro.
Boom.
Yep.
Where's he gonna go?
Ronaldo signs the Juve, ESPN gets the rights.
Exactly.
Coincidence?
Messi comes next. You get that Messi Ronaldo a couple times a year.
Let me blow your mind.
Everyone in America, even the casual fan, knows who Zlatan is.
Yep.
So you got Zlatan,
Right.
and then you got Messi and Ronaldo.
Let me blow your mind real quick.
Wow.
American
That's
owner
true.
just bought Roma.
Oh yeah.
Okay? American owner just bought Roma. Cash flow. Roma just got knocked out of Europa. They finished in 5th place. They will be in Europa, so it's a little iffy here on, if a player like Messi would go to Rome. But, I
To
mean,
Roma? The word was Inter, right? That
Inter,
Inter.
that was-
That's what
Rome,
I've been hearing.
Juve. There's even a chance he could go to Milan because Milan's rumored to get
Yeah.
the owner of Louis Vuitton.
If you have Messi passing the ball to Zlatan, that's gonna be nasty.
So, just
Milan.
to go on this tangent, Zlatan, I watched this video on Zlatan. He has picked his teams very carefully, not just like good teams, but these are what they call like ID cities. In other words, Adidas has specific cities that they do a lot of their ad campaigning in. And what they do is they hope that these cities send a ripple effect outwards in the world. Zlatan has played in Barcelona. That's a ID city.
So pretty much all of
Paris, Man U, and Milan, and LA Galaxy. Right? So he's played in all of these different cities that benefit him as a sponsored athlete. Messi,
Can do the same
Milan,
thing.
Inter or AC.
We all know he's not going to try
Possible.
to go to the Prem. He's not that brave.
No, he's
No,
not.
I don't think he
He's
is.
not. His
No,
his style
he
of play.
wouldn't go to the Prem.
Maybe 10
Yeah.
years ago.
His style of play isn't complimented in the Prem. Every week somebody's going to be out to get his knees. Every week.
Yeah, kicking him. He'd get injured.
And you know Messi. Messi's a pit bull. He's going to fight, and I don't think he can fight 38 weeks in a row.
No.
I love you, Messi, but it's not in your DNA.
Somebody else could, but he already did that.
Yeah. So does Zlatan, by the way.
And so is Zlatan. Exactly.
Just saying.
Well, that being said,
Let's keep
I'm,
going.
I'm ready to move on to some Man City. Before that,
Mm.
I think it's time to whack Juventus. And
Oh,
it's gonna
The
it's
Italian.
gonna take a little bit out of me here to finally say goodnight to them.
Play your small violins for Mr. Booty and his Juventus team.
Have a breadstick and a Fiat and get out of here, Juventus. Go back to Turin. Half a breadstick for you. Later.
no marinara sauce.
No marinara. You don't even have anything to
Worried
dip
about
it
growing
in.
back the top bun now.
No, he shaved that now. He's
Saying,
got
in the
yeah.
offseason, he's gonna
Yep.
get back the top bun, maybe get back.
Models, hot wife,
Yeah,
you
okay.
know, whatever.
Georgiana,
Yacht.
I love you.
We love you too. I do. Okay. I was saying we as an over here.
Yeah, we all love you over here.
Turtle.
Wait, hold on. Turtle, did you get to watch that game? Juve Leon?
I got to see highlights. I didn't get to see the whole game. No.
Okay.
No need.
No need. Yeah.
No need.
He was too
Leon
busy
advances
watching
on
his
2
team
penalties.
put on
It was
Real.
very frustrating to watch.
It
'cause I
was.
was going for Juve and they just couldn't seem to create a chance towards the end of the game.
No. Hell possession. It's pretty much like all year. Hell possession. Didn't do anything with it. And now, you sleeping with the fishes. Turtle, tell us about the next game. Man City and Real Madrid. What happened?
So, yeah, to be honest, I was never really worried about this game.
Oh! Keep going.
Seriously, I wasn't, because the bottom line is, with the whole coronavirus, the way everything, like, with no fans, it's like if any team benefited more than any team, it would have been Pep's team because of the way they're drilled. So it's like, having fans there, that's just really a distraction. So for them, this is just like training. This is just training. Like Raheem misses a shot in front of goal. Like, dude, he's not gonna be worried. It's like there's nobody to tell him anything. Like this was just all right, guys. You know how we play. Like let's just go out there and do what we do. But Zidane, it's like, bro, you need a game plan. Like you need it. Like seeing how they were trying to play out the back
Horrible.
and try and play like us.
Oh, man.
It was like, yeah, exactly. Like what you thought you were just gonna have a game plan ready in like 2 weeks? Like Pep's team, like our team's been doing this like for years now. Like this is what they do. So this is just just another training match for them.
I will say.
So Pep was always gonna beat Zidane at the end of the day.
I mean, of course you're biased.
In my
right?
opinion.
Yeah, you're biased, of course. You're a Man City fan. I got to say, the idea of building out of the back without Sergio Ramos from the start, not a good idea.
Was he out today?
He was out. He had a red card. He was suspended. Not to mention you're also missing Marcelo, who those two together, very technical, can handle the ball under pressure, no problem. You put in, by the way, Ferland Mendy, fantastic player, been doing very well subbing in for Marcelo, but as far as building out of the back, that hasn't been Real Madrid's MO. Not to mention Pep with the full court press. I mean, you got Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, and Phil Foden, 3 speedy, energetic, pacey players. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Initially, what they did was they blocked off passes, and they forced Real Madrid to knock it between the 2 center backs and the goalkeeper. And then there was this moment of just pressure the ball as well.
Yes.
Which led to Varane going, oh, shit,
Yeah.
I'm getting pressured. During my coaching classes, these coaches who coached the women's national team told me that before games they would have cues that they would tell their team, okay, if the opposing team goes goalkeeper, right back, goalkeeper, that's when we press. And it was almost as if Pep Guardiola had a signal that triggered Man City pressing. I mean, Raheem Sterling was
He
on the
does.
6-yard
Yeah.
box.
He does.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it because by the time
Well, they've spoken
Gabriel
about it in the
Jesus
past.
stole the ball, Raheem Sterling was on the 6-yard box for
Waiting.
an easy tap-in.
Yep.
And it just makes you wonder, like, Pep did his homework.
Yeah.
You know, Pep obviously did his homework. Real
Always.
Madrid, however, were able to take advantage of the high press a couple of times. Benzema had some opportunities, didn't quite convert it. I was really disappointed in Modric and Kroos not inserting themselves into the game. You saw Casemiro dropping back, trying to pick the ball up, and all it took was a simple Phil Foden to cut that passing channel off.
Yeah.
Kroos would eventually drop in and try and assist, but Modric was like just waiting for the ball to come to him, and it was really upsetting to see because you got 3 of what like this trio of midfielders has won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Oh man, that's my take on the whole game. Man City definitely had a game plan, pressed high, took advantage of the mistakes. We saw 2 mistakes that led to goals, and I mean,
And both on Varane, which that's exactly what I was gonna touch up on, like you just said. I mean, the whole like they're pressuring me, Varane. It's because he didn't have Sergio Ramos making that pass for him. If we know Sergio would have found
dude.
something.
Oh,
You
cool,
know he's missing
calm,
because
collected.
he's always that guy.
Yeah, man.
That was that's like the Robin to his Batman. You know,
will
he
say,
was the quiet guy that got it done, as opposed to Sergio Ramos. And when he didn't have that, and he needed to be the loud guy, he needed to be the Batman. It wasn't there, and that's no offense to Varane because he's a great defender, but he's
World
not.
Cup. Yeah.
You could tell they're missing Sergio there.
I will say on that game, City, I mean, for the last month and a half, really hasn't had to play for much else. So in my opinion, I think they could have been just kind of building up to this
Yep.
and working towards it.
Interesting.
Why wouldn't you be?
Hot
The
take.
league was done.
Yep.
They're out of the FA Cup. What else? They have nothing else, so they could have been
Planning.
playing players tampering for this game. It's same with Real though, in the same sense, because
They're on form.
They had locked up the league though
Yep.
a couple weeks back.
Yep.
So in the
And
same
they were
sense,
on fire.
both of those
Yep.
teams should have been solely focused on this game, and I think that shows Pep was a little more prepared.
Yeah, but you got to
And
remember.
don't forget.
Go ahead, Turtle.
Don't forget. Real Madrid finally had their new talisman back. Hazard, fully fit. Didn't do anything.
Didn't do shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They didn't do shit. They should have
Forgot
been. I
he
think
even played.
Real should have been more prepared for the game than they were.
Yeah, for sure.
City
for
was,
sure. I'm going to say Vinicius. I think he might have been injured, but if Vinicius is there, if Sergio Ramos is in,
It's a different game.
it's a different
absolutely.
game. And they just,
Put Sergio
I
Ramos
think,
in any game.
I think those players, those key players, Marcelo, Sergio, Vinicius, I think if those three players are in, Turtle, I'm sorry, that game is
I watched probably
much
25
different.
minutes of that game. It never looked out of question for City. They were
Yeah.
they were
confident.
they were the better team the whole time
That's right.
from what I saw.
There were moments. Rodrigo had Cancelo in his pocket.
He did.
That was he
I
dominated
can
him.
admit that.
He dominated him.
Cancelo could have gotten himself a couple more fouls.
Yeah,
There was one he got away with like
absolutely.
clear.
Yeah, Rodrigo put it around him, and Cancelo just
Yes,
kind of like put an
that
elbow
one.
out. Yeah,
Yeah, and then he put his hands up and was like, "No, no, no!
Yeah.
I couldn't believe the ref fell for
the ref
that
didn't
one."
call it. Oh,
Yeah.
the announcers are like, "Well, if I ever need an actor, I'm definitely gonna call Cancelo because he played that off beautifully." And you're like,
Yeah.
"Jeez."
He used to do the same at Juventus
Yeah.
all the time.
Dries had his best acting for him today on as well. Miss Dries Mertens.
We're gonna get there in a second.
That's the next one.
You don't want to get there now?
I just
You want to
all
touch
right,
on?
we're good.
No, go ahead.
I'm done venting.
No.
I'm good.
We're
I
on
said my
City-
thing.
we're on-
Coach,
we're
we
down to
need-
City and Real.
We
You know
need-
what I will
we
say?
need the full coach.
What
Come
I
on,
will
you.
say is you sent me an awesome photo, Booty.
Which
And
one?
After the game, there's a photo of Pep Guardiola sitting on like a cooler, and Zidane is like sitting there, and it was like, man, what I would give to hear what those two are talking about, because that was the utmost respect between the two of them. I'm sure Zidane was like, hey, bruh, if I had Sergio in there, this is a different game. You know that, right? Pep's probably like, oh, yeah, we knew. We planned for that.
I was thinking the same thing.
Why do you think we press so high?
I already knew,
Why do you-
bitch.
yeah, like, why do you think we press so high?
I was thinking Zidane was saying something along the lines of like, we'll meet again.
Oh, for
We'll
sure.
see each other again for sure.
sure.
See you next year.
Yeah.
See you next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they
It's a
have,
cool photo.
they've got both teams have the players. Man City just strengthened up that back line, which they desperately needed. Fernandinho, got to give props to Fernandinho. Been playing center back all season long. Look at him, man. Going into the fucking quarters.
I can say I know what they're not talking about. I can say that I know that Pep was not talking about Zidane's mother. He would never.
Oh,
He would never.
damn.
He would not.
Ooh.
Or sister.
Not
Oh,
or sister. Nothing about the Algerians. None of that. None of that.
On that note,
Be a
why don't you
brave
talk
man,
about
but-
your second favorite team there, Ben?
So, to spite our fellow co-host here, Mr. Michael Booty, I always followed Serie A lightly. Had respected the players in it certainly.
Yeah.
Decided to pick up a team, Napoli, because I always loved Dries, love Belgians, quality
Maradona.
players, Dries the Beast. Picked up Napoli.
Dries the Beast.
Dries the Beast, baby. Squirt and
Just coined
Mertens,
it.
as Mr. Michael
Yeah,
Booty
Squirt
likes
and
to call him.
Mertens.
They also have a lot of other talent on that team, which is sadly probably going to be, they kind of one of those teams that has a lot of guys and they kind of get picked apart it looks to me. They kind of bring them in and never really
They've
keep
definitely-
that core
yeah.
together to
Jorginho,
find it.
Higuain.
I mean,
Those two should have stayed,
absolutely. Fabian, he's a little slow.
Ruiz.
Yeah.
Personally, if
he's
we're
a
going to get
great
into
player.
it, there was
Today
many
he had a pass. I don't know. I think Insigne gave him a ball.
half
and
a second late,
he's
and
just a little
the weight was
slow.
wrong.
He's just a little slow.
Man, it was because Napoli were clicking. They were
They
making
were.
these
They were.
1-2 quick passes. The ball would get to him.
Insigne was on fire
Kill it.
today. He was on fire.
Who? Who'd you say?
Insigne.
Oh,
was
yeah.
on
Shit.
was on it today. He put up a couple balls. I don't know who. I think it was Deme.
Dema,
Yeah,
whatever.
I think he had a fucking open header that he just pushed way over the bar.
That's it. Yeah, and real quick for those listening, Napoli lost to Barcelona 3-1.
In a respectable, it was a tough game.
Yeah.
It wasn't as one-sided as the scoreline looked.
Yeah.
By any means. 2
2 posts.
Yeah.
Napoli had 2
Early.
posts that could have easily.
Mertens hit off the top corner in the second minute, and if that goes in, totally different game.
Totally different game.
I agree. They had chances.
Yeah, man. And as
What
our
was possession on that game?
as our French pundit says, the first 10 minutes is where you can really see the game plan of both of these teams. The possession in this game, Barcelona 51, Napoli 49, which is very unusual for
I thought
Napoli.
Napoli would have had that.
They usually love to park that bus and sit back, but
Yeah.
interesting.
Park
There's
that
one- I mean,
bus.
Also,
give respect.
interesting. Go on.
I was just saying, give respect where respect is due on the Messi goal.
Yeah.
That was insane. The two Napoli defenders, not sure who they were, just like watched him.
Manolis and
watched him
Koulibaly.
just like lay on the ground and hit a ball in the corner in the side, but that Messi's gonna Messi.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation. You're in the box. You don't want to do something that leads to
He
an
was
automatic.
already, like on the ground.
He was on the ground.
It was vintage
9 out of
Messi.
10 other players would have just laid on the ground in that situation.
That was 18-year-old Messi.
Yeah.
Again, it was vintage.
Another thing
It was
about that
quality.
play that we got to give credit to is you can't kick the ball on the ground. Messi was able to just get his butt and knee off the
No,
ground
it
enough
was insane.
to just get a left
It
foot
was
on
nuts.
it.
Yep.
Anyone else in the world goes down to the ground in that situation.
What were you saying, Turtle? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I was just I found it kind of interesting. You would expect Barcelona to have a lot more possession.
Absolutely.
They didn't look like the typical Barcelona. They did give away a lot of passes. They're still trying to work to get their identity back. So, I feel like the scoreline, it doesn't really tell the full story because Napoli, they could go into that locker room and say, "Man, guys, like we could have won this game."
Absolutely. They controlled the game. Barcelona just capitalized on the chances they had, and Napoli had the chances, multiple, and just didn't finish.
Correct.
And you know what? Actually the possession stats are skewed, I think, because if you look back to that game, towards the end of the game, Barcelona were just possessing to possess.
Yeah.
Just to
and
run the
bumped up
clock
the
down.
numbers. It was more like
And that-
60-40
yeah,
from what I watched.
You're pepping the what's it called? You're peppering your stats. You're just you're there's a word. Pumping the stats maybe.
That's,
Fluffing the stats. Whatever the case
Garbage
may
time
be.
stats.
it's
Yeah,
like
it's-
Sean Payton, Drew Brees, 5-yard slant.
Completion.
Get that completion
accuracy.
percentage
Yeah,
up there.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I mean, when you look at this game, Napoli had 18 shots to Barcelona's 7. I mean, they were
Three
in
of
that
those were
ass
7
all
go in.
game long. And
That looks like a FIFA game that I play with my friends. I don't ever have possession.
You
Got out,
lose.
And couple chances.
one
Just
goal,
gotta finish
18 shots. The other team, 3 goals, 7 shots.
You have friends?
it. I don't know. I'm talking about I play with myself.
Oh, okay.
Computer, right?
The computer is my friend.
Well,
it's
well.
I really, after kind of watching it, Callejon was almost invisible in my mind.
Yeah,
He should not have played. It should have been Mertens, Milik, Insigne.
I didn't even think Millet came on.
He did.
He did
came
late.
on.
Very
He did,
late.
Okay.
towards the
And
end.
Yeah.
he was
Too
he
late.
was creating danger with air balls. And I was texting our group.
Was that the header that they took back?
Oh, yes,
Did he-
man,
Saw that.
dude. Napoli were they were one free kick away from putting in a set piece goal.
Yeah.
Koulibaly, Manolis. there was-
Koulibaly had one or
Couple
two headers
chances.
there in the second half. He put one over that.
In-
Lozano came in looking good.
He did. He
Chucky.
came in. There was actually he had a header that I thought he should have at least put on frame that he flew over the top. I really think Gattuso should have doubled down on his height advantage, and you saw a lot of times. Who is the guy? Politano. He's a lefty. He put him on the right, which means he's not going to drive to the byline,
No.
and he's not going to whip the ball in with his right foot. He's going to cut it back on the top of the box and try and pass the ball through the middle. Drive to the byline, get across, get a corner, continue getting set pieces.
Yeah.
It was working.
Koulibaly is like a man among boys out
That's
there.
what I'm
The dude
saying.
looks like
And you got
twice the size of anyone else on the pitch.
To
And-
get him the ball in the air.
And then you got Insigne, who's got the touch of an angel, dropping in dimes in the box.
Touched by an angel.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's got the touch of an angel on the
Yeah.
ball. He can put it wherever he wants. You've also got Mertens, who's got an unbelievable right foot. He can put that ball wherever he wants. I really think
Yes.
they should have doubled down on these set pieces and getting corners.
Sneaky penalty there by old Leo to stick his foot in from behind.
So cheeky.
Penalty.
So
yes,
cheap. Absolutely. 100%.
But like he never saw it coming.
That's
I mean,
and that's as a center back.
Koulibaly waited
Yeah.
a little long to clear it in that situation, and he
Mm.
took it like another half second. It took a little long.
You got to wind up. He was going long. It was the wind up.
Just
It's
like-
this is I'm going to hit the shit out of this
Oh, yeah,
ball. I need to pull it back.
Leo just sticks
Personally,
his
as a
foot in
center
it.
back, man, when players did that to me, I'm furious. You can't see it.
I can't complain because Mertens more or less got the same call.
Ditto.
right
Absolutely.
after that.
Yeah, it was tit for tat there.
Yeah.
I have to say, I've been in a lot of those situations that Messi got in, where like you get to the ball first, because I can always see that especially with the slow center backs.
Yep.
I always wait for that. When I
The
see
wind-up.
like, oh yeah, you're about to kick it long, like I can get there before you kick the ball, and then you kick me, and then I draw the free
There
kick.
you
Like
go.
all the time, like
From the horse's mouth.
it's
right
clear
there.
as
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. And what
It's a
happens
great
is
play. It's a great play by Messi.
Yeah, you come from that player's
Heady
blind
fucking
spot.
play. It's
You're
a
coming
heady
in
play.
from the blind spot. The player can't check his swing. In baseball, if you see a ball and you're like, you know what, I'm not going to swing at that. Koulibaly's got no opportunity to check his
He
swing.
didn't even see it coming.
He's already seeing the ball, visualizing the ball, taking off in the air. He's already got that, it's.
Yeah,
And then, okay, so let's talk about this. That was a PK, right? Great PK.
Yes.
But let's go back to the first goal by Barcelona, right? Let's
Yeah.
go back to that first goal. Langley pushing
Oh.
Zielinski
Yeah,
into Koulibaly.
They both go down.
Arms-
Both of them go down.
arms
free header?
extended.
Arms extended?
I think they went to VAR. I'm not even,
I didn't see it.
I'm not sure if
I
they
don't
did.
think they
I don't
did.
think they did. Like
Ah.
the announcers were calling for it.
Halftime,
And,
they
you know,
they all were
talked
like,
about it again. I don't think they ever went to VAR on it.
that's
And
when you say VAR is
what's
trash.
the point of it?
But then, again, another tit for tat. Messi gets a beautiful ball put into the box, catches it off his chest, maybe grazes a hair on his forearm.
Yeah, it was like.
And they take a look at that.
VAR calls it a handball. And you're just like, this is so trash.
Dude.
It was
So
going to
trash.
the ground either way. That ball, he had control of it.
You take both of those goals back, right? You took back the first one. You
Yeah.
take back the other one. It's a 2-1 game. Different story.
Yep.
You don't have to be as
That
desperate.
would be a draw. That would go to extra time.
No, 2-1. They still need one.
Still would have been,
Yeah,
right.
they still need one. But still, 2-1, 3-1. It's a different. Your brain's in a different position there. You're not as desperate. You're just like, okay, we only need one, just one. We can still be kind of conservative here. We're not guns blazing everything. All of our players forward.
Yeah, well, you need two, and there's only 10 minutes left. Like that was the case today.
Yeah.
It's a different story.
I gotta say, Gattuso did a good job rotating in everybody. They looked
Yeah.
all very hungry to win. They looked fresh. He used all of his
No,
subs.
they came out to win and just. I mean,
Oh, are we talking about another former player, coach?
That's right,
Oh shit!
man.
Can we name that the episode?
Mr. Black Tea himself, Mr. Meat Sweats.
Yes, he has sausages
Mr.
in his
So-
top pocket.
Mister, I'm gonna choke your coach.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did choke a coach.
He
yeah.
choked a coach. Mister,
Yeah.
when I win the World Cup, I'm running my tidy whities.
Captain
Gattuso.
Underpants.
Gennaro
Captain
Gattuso.
The
So-
man is sweating out all the meat he eats.
Captain
A lot of meat
Underpants.
sweats.
Man, just great guy. Wish he was my coach still at Milan.
Me too.
But whatever.
He
It is what it
that's where he belongs. Seriously, he should go back there eventually.
Let's just talk about Gattuso for a second. Got Milan into 5th place, 1 point out of 4th.
He should
Okay.
still be there.
Beginning of the season, the management said, we're not going for top 4. We just want to finish in a Europa spot. He gets them in 1 point of Champions League. All the fans are furious. When at the beginning of the season, everyone agreed we're going for Europa.
Yeah.
Okay? So he does his job technically. Instead of firing him, right, and keeping him on salary because of his contract, he resigns, gives Milan back the money, okay? Gets hired by Napoli
gave
mid-season.
the money back.
Give him the money back. I don't
Wow.
need it.
I
You
didn't
can
know
take
that.
the money. Next season, gets picked up by Napoli mid-season. Ancelotti gets fired. Corona hits. You know what he does? Donates his salary to pay the employees of Napoli.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, what a guy,
Yeah.
right?
pretty cool.
What a guy. World class.
Hell yeah.
World Cup winner, Champions League
Did
winner.
not know all
That's
that.
quality.
Incredible. I
Wow.
just gotta. He's
I
probably
never,
gonna be
I
my
never
shout
really
out
understood
at
the
the end of episode.
Ancelotti firing, to be honest.
It's just a fans.
It was a fan
I think it was a
thing?
fan thing.
For what reason? Because they weren't winning enough? Because he just won them the League Cup, had them in Champions League, had them winning in Champions League.
I think it was the fans. I think there was something with the fans. Maybe there was a lack of motivation by the players. I was stupid for me too.
Yeah,
I don't know why you do it.
It never really made sense. I'm not mad about the Gattuso hiring. I think he's solid as shit.
Yeah.
Great defensive coach, but it just didn't really make sense to me in the position they were in. But
Let's not forget.
granted, I hadn't been watching a lot of Serie A at that point.
Let's not forget, Ancelotti also beat Liverpool
Exactly.
Yeah,
with Napoli
Yeah.
in the group stage games. So
2 years in a row.
that's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drew
Crazy, man.
Liverpool, Drew Barcelona.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy road for Gattuso, and you just got to give him credit here for doing his best. He'll be in
I
Europa.
think
That's
next
all.
year he's got to show, he's
Well,
gotta
next
show-
year you and I will be in the same tournament. Milan and Napoli will both be in Europa.
There we go.
Boom.
Very excited about that.
Oh, that being said, y'all ready to move on?
Last one.
Got a whack. Mr. Napoli, sorry.
The
Here's the other half of the breadstick.
The machine.
And Real Madrid, I didn't whack you. What are you doing around here? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
It's over. Give me the cat. Give me the pussy.
Machine. Does this raise a question? Does anyone stand a chance against Bayern?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Messi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Messi's gonna Messi, but
I think
don't know,
City's got a
man.
chance too.
Yeah,
I think City has a
City,
chance.
City more than Barcelona all day.
so.
You know why? Pep is very familiar with that Bayern team,
Yep.
or at least a
Sure.
lot of the players.
Yep.
And that's his specialty, is finding that weakness. We saw it against Real Madrid. Gabriel Jesus against Carvajal.
Yep.
Mismatch all day long.
What were you gonna say, Turtle? Dude, my two picks.
Well, another thing is I'm hoping that if it is a final between City and Bayern, we'll have Aguero back. And I mean, Aguero has scored. You guys can't forget, Aguero has made that Bayern's back line look embarrassing. He scored a hat trick on Bayern. He's made Muller look, or I'm sorry, Manuel Neuer. He's made him look like foolish on several occasions. Aguero has Bayern's defense in his back pocket every time he plays.
How long is he supposed to be out for, Turtle?
Uh,
What
They-
is the injury?
ooh,
Officially.
I want to say he had to get surgery on his shin or his knee. It was something.
Those is
It
okay.
was like a minor, I think like a minor fracture or something like that.
Okay. So it's-
Probably not
But-
bad for the semi, but for the
But
final.
maybe for the
Right,
final,
the,
like-
the semi is going to be against Bayern. If Bayern win their game against Barcelona, they play Man City. If Man City beats Lyon,
Oh, that wouldn't be the final.
no,
Who's in
it's
the
going to be a semi.
Who's in the final?
Mm.
So the other side of the bracket, you've got Atletico, RB. Whoever wins that one will play the winner of Atalanta,
Oh, man, that's
PSG.
Atletico.
So it's looking like Atletico, PSG, unless one of those pulls a rabbit out of the hat. And then you got, I mean, for me, Bayern, Barcelona is a toss-up. We're going to do predictions. I think we should at the end of this episode here, but
That'll be interesting.
it's going to be very interesting. And I'm looking at the latest on Sergio Aguero. Definitely, they said he's a definite no-go for Lyon, but the fact that that's a question leads me to believe that he could be back for
It's
at
possible.
least a semi or a final.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were trying to get him back as early as the Real Madrid game. Like that was a huge question until like the day before. Pep's like, no, he's not playing.
Yeah. And in case you're wondering, folks, we didn't mention, but the fact that we're talking about Bayern advancing right now, it's because they went and took care of business again against Chelsea and took them to Tool Shed.
What was that aggregate final?
7-1. You know about 7-1s, Hugh.
What was the score today?
Don't talk about that. We're
Yeah,
gonna shut
today.
this episode down right now.
Today was 4-1.
Today was
was
4-1,
4-1.
but the final was, I can't even say it. I can't
Dude.
even say it, man.
Yeah, they
You a
spanking.
Roma guy?
PTSD, man.
He's a Brazil guy. 7-1. Yeah, 7-1.
Sorry, I think 7-1 United Roma. Champions League
Oh.
08.
I mean, these
That's my
7-1
7-1.
games are just brutal.
I mean,
I need to be on the good side of that. I need to be on the good side of a 7-1.
It's
For
coming.
once.
It's coming, my friend. It's gonna happen.
can't play Uruguay every day.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Well, yeah. That being said, Chelsea, and they're gonna go back home and talk about buying a bunch of people who haven't been in EPL. It's gonna be really fun. Oh wait, you already bought a bunch of people who haven't been in EPL before. It should be interesting.
This
Sorry.
one was, I mean, we saw it. Like, we didn't even really need to predict this.
No, I didn't think it'd be that bad though. I thought maybe Chelsea would get 2 or 3.
It's pretty bad. If we look at possession here, Bayern dominated 63-37. Shots 18-10. I mean, it's just tackles 19-4.
Glaring need. the back
glaring.
line. Please fix it, Chelsea.
My goodness.
Screw the Kai Havertz shit. Please go get some defenders. Take that money and buy
And
two
what
defenders.
about that goalkeeper situation?
Oh
Seriously.
yeah, it's true.
Caballero. You know a lot about Caballero, don't you, Turtle?
Yeah, I mean, he's good on the penalty shootouts, but as far as like, whew, it's like if you gave me a choice between Caballero and like Bravo, I'd have to
Habanero, baby.
Caballero.
Got some
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
forgettable name.
you don't even want to
Very
say his
forgettable.
name properly.
Yeah.
It's like
Put some
it be
respect on
like
it.
that sometimes,
Yeah.
man.
No,
Like that's how you feel when he's in goal.
Yep.
He's a liability.
And
for
you
sure.
got this young goalkeeper who's supposed to be how much they paid for him? 50 million?
Something like that.
Kepa.
Yeah.
Kepa.
Yep.
You should have kept him in goal.
Yes. Yes. Hats off.
Hats off to you,
Beautiful.
Turtle.
Bigger
Well done with
liability, him or Habanero?
the pun.
He ain't that hot, I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
that hot.
I think we could just skip through. I mean, Lewandowski is just—he's making an argument that he should win the Ballon d'Or if there was one. I really think this next game is going to determine who the obvious quote-unquote Ballon d'Or would be. Finished the game with 2 goals and 2 assists.
Yep.
Didn't he have like 50 goals in all competition before the
30.
today?
It was high 30s, or no, it was low 30s, but it was
Maybe-
still.
stat these scored
Don't
like
forget
50.
about International.
Oh yeah, if
Okay,
we want to throw
maybe.
international in there, then
So
yeah,
it could have been 50 because I know Ronaldo had about 50, 45, 50.
yeah.
I saw some stats saying Lewandowski is the first player to have like 50 goals in all competition over the course of the season.
Well, that's,
No,
yeah,
no,
that's-
because Messi and Ronaldo have done
I
that.
guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
They've both done that. I know that for a fact. But, yeah, this is – I mean, he's proving to be the best player in the world right now. I will say Chelsea's not much of an opponent here, right? He's beating up on the little fish
yeah.
in a big pond, you know, and Bayern are obviously the biggest fish in this tournament. Not the biggest, one of the biggest in this tournament. They've just been looking hot ever since the beginning. You know, talk about embarrassing Tottenham, you know?
Yeah.
Tottenham.
You know, I make fun of Chelsea a lot, as you know,
Yeah.
but I'll give them this, man. They always look a lot better in EPL to me. I mean, it's almost like they know. It's like that mentality, like when Saints play the Falcons or something. It's like they're like, you know,
It's like a familiarity of the opponent.
yeah.
That too, as well as it's a different style of play.
Right.
Germany playing with a lot more technique. If you go man for man here, Davies against James. James is a great player, but I'm taking Davies every day of the
Every
week.
single day.
You know, Lewandowski, Tammy.
This
Come
might
on.
have been his worst game so far, and they still got 4 goals. Like, Davies got a 6.9.
Is
Like,
there anyone on Chelsea that wins a 1-1? I'd say Conte. Conte over Goretzka. That's probably the only player.
Yeah, definitely not Ross Charles Barkley.
The back line, solid. Davies, Alaba, Boateng, Kimmich. Sorry. Miles ahead of that Chelsea back
Mason
line.
Mount, sorry, no.
Thiago, much better than Hudson-Odoi, Kovacic, and Mount.
God, why?
Actually, I'd give Kovacic and Thiago, they give me probably a run for money.
and we make fun of Doo-Doo.
I think Thiago takes a little bit more care with the ball.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Definitely.
How's-
I mean,
Yeah,
it's just a no-brainer. Doo-Doo
wasn't
subbed
even
in.
starting. And
Subbed in.
he's probably the hottest player on the team right
Yeah,
now.
81st minute. They are missing Jorginho. They are missing Pulisic. So,
Yeah, the hottest player not named Pulisic. Probably Doo-Doo.
the Doo-Doo's room.
And he
He's on
came
form.
off the bench. Okay.
81st. Game's already over. Game's already over.
Frankie FIFA. Frankie the FIFA.
Frankie FIFA doing Frankie FIFA things.
Bye, Chelsea. Bye, no breadsticks or pasta for you.
You get fish and chips.
A shitty English beer, too, to wash it all down. Season over.
We'll see you next year.
Let's move on to the games we want to see.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Some Champions League quarterfinals. Turtle, come out your shell. Tell us about Man City and Lyon. They going to take care of business?
Absolutely.
I think so, too.
Absolutely.
Can you
I expect it.
can we get a goal prediction?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with City winning 3-1.
Wow, Ben literally lifted up those fingers as you said that. 3-1.
Dude, I don't even
That's
pick
what I'm
City
going
for
with.
scoring less than like 3 a game.
That's true. They
On
just
that.
get in.
They
They get in.
They finish.
They finish.
4-0.
Depay.
City.
I think Depay's going to get one.
Yeah.
Dude loves to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah. He's been hot. Look at that.
Yeah. I like that. I think we all Man City. I think we're
Man
all Man City. Yeah.
If Lyon do it again, I mean, we need to see Atalanta and Lyon then. I think. Like, that's it. Like, I'm done with everybody else.
Please don't do that as a final. Please don't fucking
And
have
watch,
that
it'll
as
be
a
like the
final.
biggest, boringest chess match as a final if that happens.
We need something better than Tottenham-Liverpool last year. That was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
That sucked.
That was, yeah.
Dude.
That sucked.
My brother fell asleep in 15
That
minutes.
sucked. We had a conversation about finance during the middle of it and didn't
Oh,
miss
fuck.
anything. I was so pissed off.
You need to diversify your bonds.
The best thing about that game was the fact that I was at Fat Pat's eating a nice burger.
It wasn't even the game. It was just where you were for the game.
It's probably painful.
Oh,
yeah.
exactly. Like, thank goodness the food was good.
It's probably painful for both you two. City A
Oh,
United,
my
you're watching
God.
Tottenham and Liverpool in a final that Tottenham accidentally got to. Like, should have been Ajax. But anyway.
I'm still salty about that.
Mm.
They didn't deserve to be there.
Hey, man, it's not a matter of deserve. They earned it.
Yeah. They did. They did.
There was some controversy in that game, if you don't remember.
Of course there was, Turtle.
Always.
Oh, man. But, Turtle, so we got Man City in the semis. Who are they playing? Barcelona, Bayern Munich.
Oh, dude, Bayern Munich. Ooh. But I'm gonna have to go with Bayern Munich just because, as a team, they are solid, and they're not gonna Yes, Messi has made some memes out of that defense, but I mean, at this point, like the way they weren't able to, they struggled holding possession against Napoli. All right.
Exactly.
Bayern's not gonna they're stronger, more organized. They're gonna come ready to play.
Bayern's gonna put
And
him to sleep.
Lewandowski
Infinitely better
is
defensively.
Lewandowski. I mean, dude, he's like Ronaldo when it comes to finishing.
This is going to be the game for me that determines whether or not Lewandowski is all talk or hype.
And do you think it'll happen? Do you think you'll be like, all right, this is it?
PK does not. PK and Langley, they do not scream, "I'm going to shut you down."
No.
I agree.
And then you got to look at that defensive, the midfield. How are they in defense? De Jong, Rakitic, not going to be Roberto. It'll probably be Vidal or Busquets.
Oh yeah, Vidal was suspended this
That's right.
game. That's right.
He usually
right.
comes off the bench for them, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if he's starting, I might be. If I'm Barcelona's coach, I'm going to say Vidal.
I put him in. over
Don't
Roberto.
let him out of your sights.
Yeah.
I'm saying Vidal. Like, I've done this in games with the
He's
kids
a
I
player.
coach. I take one of my most athletic players, make him center defensive mid, and I go, you see that guy, number 10 on the other team?
Get him.
Annoy the piss out of him.
Yep.
If he gets the ball, put an elbow in him, annoy him. That's the only way you're going to beat good
Ooh.
strikers.
Yep.
Also, another point.
What's up?
So let's not forget Barcelona have some issues with the player coach negotiations because when the COVID thing first started, there was a huge thing that came out where Messi was completely ignoring the coach during one of the games. He was trying to talk to him during the water break, and all the players were just annoying him or ignoring him. Sorry. So it's like you already know that dressing room doesn't even fully trust this coach.
It's weird.
So it's like they got stuff to iron out, whereas Bayern is just like, look, all right, this is the game plan we're going with, and you're not going to have any pushback. And they respect their coach. They're the players. They're very individual. So, this coach, he's on his way out pretty much.
Yeah, it's a weird vibe over
Yeah,
there.
as soon as he loses, it's going to be like, sorry. As soon as he loses, they're going to can him.
Yep.
And then I'm going to predict Pochettino.
Yeah. And we know same with Juve. Said all year they're the same team, right? Juve and Barca. Like we know La Liga's not enough.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
And they came second. as
And
well.
they came in second.
They
in
lost
that.
the lead.
So guess what?
Yeah, he's
Here we
gone.
are.
If he wins Champions League, do you keep him in?
I think they still might consider firing.
I'd still
Yeah.
fire him. I'd still fire him.
Messi doesn't like him, and what Messi says goes.
Think about it. Messi's already thrown down the gauntlet. I'm not re-signing.
Yep.
Make some changes. I'll think about it. You fire this coach. You bring in Pochettino. You do the Griezmann for Neymar swap. Messi's probably staying.
If they do that swap,
True.
I think he stays.
Oh yeah. for sure. And,
If he
and the coach,
has-
new coach.
If he has somebody to feed off of, which I mean, Suarez, sure, but
Yeah, we just bring back MSN. Just do it.
bring back Neymar.
Man,
Those three together,
so
as
fun.
much as they piss me off because
So
they knock
fun.
Juve out all the time, that was a really fun combination.
Yep.
And what other player can you put in the middle of Neymar and Messi and it work? Suarez. It worked.
That's right. That's
It did.
right, man. It works. Suarez is also towards the end of his career, so he's probably got a year or two left.
Inter Miami. Let's do it.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Come on.
I'm calling it now. Hot take of 2020. Serie A has stepped in front of the MLS as the retirement league, quote unquote.
Have him go to Fiorentina.
Something, bro. Damn, Fiorentina.
Fiorentina. We've been talking up Fiorentina for a while.
Fiorentina are rumored to get Mandzukic and
Goetze.
Götze.
Yeah.
By the way, they've already got Ribery. I think Kevin Prince Boateng was also there.
Yeah. Dude.
It's the old man club.
It's
over
dude.
there.
This is. I used to have a college advisor that would make fun of me because I was a Milan fan. He's like, "You guys are the retirement team," because at the time all the old players were going there. You had Beckham, Ronaldinho. You know, like you had all these old players heading over to Milan, and I think they're
Clarence Seedorf.
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 Yeah, and I mean, you had an older Gattuso, you had an older Nesta, Maldini, you had all these old players. I think Serie A are going to do that because they're going to go for the names.
Yep.
That's my hot take. So, Suarez to Serie A,
I'll take that. That'd be fun, man.
I think it would be amazing.
Yeah.
That's my hot take. But, yeah, this,
Next game?
what?
You know what the next game is?
No.
We got to talk about it.
Talk about it.
Atalanta and PSG. I think that's the best matchup in this round, to be honest with you. Because I do not have a, like, PSG's hot, Atalanta's hot.
But let's
I don't have a
remember,
pick for you.
It's like
Your
who
first
the fuck
round
is
draft pick,
PSG
Booty.
playing?
True.
but PSG's missing their first round draft pick.
They are.
You got no Mbappe, you got no Ilicic. I
Kind of cancels each other out there.
God, I love Neymar. I fucking love Neymar. God.
It is going to be interesting to see if Atalanta can pull it off without Ilicic.
How are you going to contain Neymar? I hate to like put this dude on a pedestal, but he always gets opportunities, and I feel like Atalanta's tendency to
Yeah.
throw numbers forward is going to hurt them because especially with a 3-man back system,
Yeah.
that outer flank where a natural right back or left back would be is going to be wide open. That's where Neymar can just fill in. Now, granted, when they sit in behind the ball, it's five players. But on a counter, you leave that outside spot open, and Neymar loves to get the ball and run around out there.
See, my initial thought is,
I don't
what if
know.
you just let him do his thing? Because if you're going to score 4 or 5 goals, but the fact you don't have Ilicic, you might not get those 4 or 5 goals. And, okay, let's take Neymar out of the equation for a minute. Icardi's got to be starting.
Yep.
Right? Di Maria has been hot all tournament.
Sarabia,
Sarabia.
also hot.
I think at the end of the day, PSG just has more
Firepower.
exactly.
Yeah. Is Cavani still there?
Yeah.
Come off the bench
until the end
late?
of the end of his deal.
You know what I'm saying?
I think he starts for them.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
gonna
he
start.
should start with Mbappe not there.
Different positions. Mbappe's a winger.
I thought, but Mbappe can play striker.
Sarabia has played there.
Mm.
Yeah, but
Right,
you're right.
no,
No,
you're
no,
right,
Mbappe
you're right.
definitely has played striker. I definitely
Sure, but I feel like he's more of a winger. But
Mbappe for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, you want Mbappe on the wing.
Yeah.
Sarabia can play center striker. Di Maria can play out wide. Icardi is the fucking 9.
That's
not
going to be the X factor.
Sheesh.
Icardi's going to be the X factor.
He's gonna.
Wanda's going to get dirty.
I'm going PSG here. I'm sorry, Atalanta. I've ridden with you all tournament.
This is where he gives up.
I don't like Atalanta because their name is too close to Atlanta.
We've heard that a lot,
We
actually.
get that a lot.
Yeah,
We
don't
do.
like them.
I can agree with that.
At least the colors are not the same.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
I would pick Atalanta as like a team I'd like, but I can't.
No.
Solely because
It
they're-
sounds too much.
Just can't.
You can't say go Atalanta. Just can't do it.
What is the
Can't
colors?
finish.
Black and red. Oh God. Hugh, what is going on here? Is that Falcons jerseys? Oh my
Hey man,
gosh.
get out of here with that shit.
I
know what
think I gotta go PSG at the end of the day. I think they even have a better back line.
Talent outwins on that one.
We want to talk about back lines. We want to
That's
talk about novice. We were
That's
talking
right.
about novice earlier. It's the
Goddamn allergies.
yeah, they're tough today. Like PSG's back line.
Yeah, I mean, we got, like you just said, Navas, right?
That could be another X
Let's
factor.
not forget about how many Champions League this man has won.
I think PSG has too many X factors that they outweigh Atalanta's X factors.
Actually, you know what? I think their midfield is their weakness. PSG.
You think?
Yeah, you got Marquinhos. He's a center back, but they've somehow morphed him into a CDM. You also got Idris Gay. What's his name? Is it Hector? Fuck. Damn. What's this guy's name? Turtle, help me out. Midfielder for PSG.
Hector. Oh, you mean Ander Herrera?
Ander Herrera. Sorry, Hector Herrera, Ander Herrera. I get those guys mixed up all the time.
Well, if they put Icardi in, then they could probably use
And
Di
they
Maria
got
as a
Julian
mid.
Draxler as well.
Yeah.
He's a decent winger.
But I'm talking midfield here. I'm talking midfield. Like, I think their midfield is their weakest point.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, Marco Verratti, he's decent.
He's not going to play.
He's out, yeah.
He's injured.
He's out.
He's injured, yeah.
I'd probably say
Woo!
yeah, I'd probably say
Yeah,
that's their
okay.
probably their best midfielder.
That's what I'm saying. Their midfield is looking really lax right now. We
No, you're right. As far as midfield players go, they really don't.
They're banking on goals.
Leandro Paredes.
Paredes. Now he is a
Paredes.
game changer. That's your draft pick.
I dropped somebody and grabbed him, yeah.
Ilicic, yeah.
We are playing a little fantasy out there, folks.
Not going to talk too much about it. We're in the testing phase, but
Stay with us.
it's been a lot of fun.
Yep.
We're gonna have more on that later. Hopefully next Champions
Oh,
League.
Icardi's available too.
Yeah, man. That's what we've been saying. Number 9, dude. Bring him in.
Shoot.
Remember,
Damn,
there
dude.
was that whole
Yeah, but don't let them be stealing the wives.
there was that whole
Hide
rift.
your wife.
How'd your wife?
There was that whole rift with him, before all this, and then he went and signed that deal, so that put the rift to sleep.
Son of a bitch. He signed.
Remember?
He's fucking
signed?
at PSG.
Yep. Signed long term. Everybody thought they were about to move on or send him back on loan. Remember?
They need him because Cavani's on his way out.
They're putting Cavani out. They're keeping him, so he's got he's got a chip on his shoulder for sure.
Hot take:
So-
Cavani goes to Serie A.
Okay.
I could see
By the
that.
way, David Silva, strong
Yeah.
possibility of going to Lazio.
I heard he
Strong.
signed already.
Oh.
That makes them automatically look out Juventus. That's what that means.
Who's picking what?
Didn't they finish second?
Very close.
Lazio?
Lazio always.
I don't know, second.
Which we'll get to that in a second, in our news portion. However,
Let's finish these games.
let's
up.
finish these games. We'll get to that.
I got PSG. Turtle, who
PSG?
you got?
PSG.
Booty.
I picked Atlanta last time, but I'm gonna go PSG, just cause
The Frogs.
The who?
the French.
The French.
Oh,
Yeah.
I set you up for that one, and I had no idea where you were
Snails.
going. Last game. This one.
This one, I guarantee, this is gonna be the most exciting one because nobody's paying attention to it.
Yeah.
RB Leipzig and Atletico,
Damn. Well said.
right? I think
love,
Atletico's doing it.
I love how
Yeah,
Atletico dismantled Liverpool.
Got that American there on Leipzig.
Tyler
Tyler
Adams.
Adams?
Yeah.
He has not been getting a lot of play time
he
in the
not?
Champions League. No. It's really strange.
Which he has in Bundesliga, but not Champions League.
Right.
I'm like, oh, what
I
the
don't know what to expect when we were drafting. You look at his play time. He just he had a couple of minutes. 34 minutes.
Total in all competitions.
All group stage, everything. He was subbed in for 34 minutes.
Till somebody got hurt.
Right. But in Bundesliga, he's killing it.
Yeah.
He's playing a CDM for him.
Yep.
So definitely a player that could come in and change the game because he's special. But
Yeah,
sorry,
I think that game's almost a toss-up.
Atletico, Simeone, he's been there before. RB Leipzig, this is probably the farthest they've ever been in Champions League.
RB
But
Leipzig,
again,
no
I think
Timo, by
I
the way.
think the
No
lack-
Timo.
No Timo for
Big.
RB
I
Leipzig.
think the lack of
Huge.
atmosphere and fans helps Leipzig in that
Sure,
situation.
sure.
Because
Agreed.
they're
Yeah.
not going to be at the crazy quarterfinal.
But you have a coach like Simeone.
Yeah.
You're going to hear him
Yes.
the whole game.
Yes.
He's going to be yelling.
He-
Oh, my God, man. I
He
can't-
is the crowd.
Yeah, but he also
Yeah.
gets fueled by the crowd. So it's going to be interesting to see how long he can sustain that. Because today we saw Gattuso get a little tired.
I feel like he's the same way guy.
Well, I feel like he just looked dejected. Like, oh
Yeah.
man, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
things
enough
when
bad
things went
touches.
right, and then this didn't happen for Napoli today.
I mean, when you see Messi do that, it's like, bro,
what are you gonna do?
What do you do?
What do you do? Nothing. You can't do anything about that.
Right. So wait, let's see. Did you get your pick, Ben?
For
You want Leipzig?
Atletico Leipzig.
Shit, man. I'm gonna go with the dogs, Leipzig. Surprise. A little surprise semifinal appearance for them.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go Atletico. 3 teams I see going even further than this: Bayern, City, Atletico.
No, neither one of Atletico or Leipzig gets past the next round.
Yeah.
No way.
PSG. We're at Atlanta.
One of them? I don't think so. I think either one of those teams beats them.
Atletico love upsetting teams.
They do.
And we've seen Atletico disrupt Neymar
Yep.
in La Liga when he was out there.
True. They see quality.
You
They
know?
know quality.
And it's
They've got this play style where they'll target your best player and just disrupt the rhythm. And Neymar, that's the easiest way to beat Neymar is just disrupt the rhythm. We saw it during the World Cup. Switzerland fouled him like
frustrating.
17 times in one game. Didn't do anything. You know? So it
Lichtsteiner.
shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Turtle, who you got there, man?
What you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Atletico. I just don't see Diego Simeone is a very detailed coach, and I mean, I feel like the way these games are set up, it really goes about, it's really gonna be about who's the better coach and who has more experience. You don't have that, you don't have the external crowd. So, it's player for player and which tactics are going to be better.
I agree.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, those games will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Atalanta PSG Wednesday. Thursday is RB Leipzig and Atletico. Friday is Barcelona Bayern. Saturday, Manchester City Lyon. Look out for Friday. I think Friday's going to be the one.
I love the one leg quarterfinals personally.
I hate it.
Don't like it?
I hate it.
I don't know. I think it makes them really put it all balls to the wall.
I don't like it because
I mean, it changes the competition the whole way they prepared for it for forever, but it makes it that much every minute that much more important.
I like
It
that
makes it better for the fans.
I like that the first leg is not a balls. I mean, you want to win the first leg, obviously, but the second leg gives you an opportunity to correct your mistakes and potentially win the game. And we've seen some incredible comebacks.
On the
Liverpool, Barcelona, PSG. It breeds these incredible games that you just never forget.
It gives you an opportunity to have a bad day,
yes.
but
True.
Come home in front of your crowd, your fans.
But I guess that's the American in me wanting that instant
I love-
gratification
yeah.
of
this is a good time to get Americans involved.
I need a winner. I need
Good point, because you can't tie these.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This has got to end in a win.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I see that. All right. Well, those games again, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next week, and Saturday, next week.
You ready for some news?
Yeah, let's get in some news.
Let's get some news.
News!
First and foremost, this made my day. Ladies and
This
gentlemen,
man walked in my house with his chest puffed.
with
Just
the Juve jersey on,
big old grin.
a day after losing Champions League, and I've never been so happy
For losing.
for losing. Sorry, you're gone.
Go
One
on.
more person to whack. The last whack, Godfather, please take him away. The Marlboro Man is done. He smoked his last cigarette with Juventus. He's fired. But who are they hiring, ladies and gentlemen? We made this whole episode about player coaches. They are hiring Andrea Pirlo.
The ultimate Italian.
He got signed as the U23 coach on
Yes.
July 1st. It is now August 8th, and he is the head coach of the first team.
It's quite sneaky, isn't it? That was the whole
How
plan.
the hell did you do that, Pirlo?
That was the whole plan, I think.
Man.
That's what I'm thinking. Sorry, I don't remember who said it. In one of our group texts, millions of group texts, they're like, man, that sure is fishy. I was like, is it fishier than hiring a former banker who's never played and smoked cigarettes on the sidelines?
Doesn't
I
smoke
think this was the
cigarettes.
whole plan. Maybe that's the fishy you're
Yeah.
thinking, but yeah, I'm.
He doesn't smoke cigarettes.
He just holds the filter in his mouth.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed to actually smoke them anymore. I think Premier League shut him down on that.
Yep. Carried over to Italy as well.
Weirdo.
He just holds the filter in his lips.
Yeah, so
to
weird, man.
Get that feeling. Yeah, he needed to go. He needed to
he,
go. Totally. You like that?
he needed to go.
He needed to go. He needed to go. Ronaldo put him on his back. Without Ronaldo, Juve doesn't win 9 in a row.
No, and I've never agreed with a guy that's like, this is my game plan, and I need people to fit this. It's like, no, here's the players. You figure out how
Yeah.
to fit them.
Dude was so desperate to bring Jorginho back.
Yeah, now I'm kind of cool with him not coming back because it's just not
You
going to
don't
work.
need him.
Like,
You don't
no,
need him.
No.
You need creative players.
And Pirlo, I'm really
Oh.
excited to see how Pirlo is going to develop Arthur. You know he's going to take him under his wing.
Do you think Pirlo
yes.
instrumented that move?
I really think I think Sarri thought that maybe he could do something with him.
No. Really?
I think the pressure started he started to feel the pressure.
I don't know, man. I feel like they knew Sarri was on the way out.
Yeah.
And then they're like, Pirlo, hey, man. Because let's look at the timeline. When was Arthur official?
Late last month.
So if
Yeah.
Pirlo was signed on July 1st,
Yeah.
and he was one of the people that helped get Arthur, it would make sense. It was Pirlo, hey, man, you're going to be the coach here.
It's true.
Is there anyone you want us to go grab right now?
Yeah.
Go get Arthur. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. Anyway, we had any other news?
There's a guy named Ralph Ragnick. I think you've heard of. I believe he's now going
Mm.
somewhere else.
And this is what I was talking about earlier.
Yes. Take it away.
Roma just got a brand new owner, American owner. He actually wanted to buy AC Milan for $1.2 billion. Milan turned him down. Leads me to believe that they've got a buyer already, and they didn't want to mess that contract up.
Tell the good folks out there who Ralph Ragnick is.
Ralph Ragnick, right. Oof. We've talked about him in past episodes. He was the coach at FC Mainz when Klopp was a center back. He left to go to a better team. Klopp took over. Klopp was the captain of this team. Klopp takes over as coach for FC Mainz with I want to say there was 7 games left, and they had to win out. Or they had to win 6 in order to be bumped up.
Situation?
No, they were like, we want you to be coach. And he was like, okay.
So he was player for
he
them.
was a player.
Straight.
Yeah.
Ragnick got this, it's called gegenpressing, and Liverpool uses it right now with Klopp. And it's this idea came from Arrigo Sacchi, an Italian coach, when he was at either Inter or Milan. I think it was at Milan, where he would just press your team in their own half and cause a turnover or whatever. And because your whole team is in the attacking half, when you win the ball, you can attack the net. So Ralph Ragnick started to develop this with FC Mainz, basically coached it to his on-the-field captain, Klopp. Klopp then becomes the coach. Anyway, Ragnick winds up building his resume, winds up working with Schalke and another club, I can't remember. The year Schalke was in the Champions League, Ragnick. And then RB Leipzig starts becoming relevant in the soccer scene. They hire him as a director. Then he becomes coach. Then he becomes the chief of sport, meaning he has got access to all of the Red Bull teams, players around. They've got a team in Brazil. They've got a team in the MLS, the Red Bull, New York Red Bull. They've got a team in Salzburg. They've got a team in Germany. So he becomes this basically transfer guru. He's responsible for finding Sadio Mane. He's responsible for Timo Werner. He's responsible for Erling Haaland. He was rumored to go to Milan. Milan get on a hot streak, and he comes out in the media is like, this would be stupid for Milan to let their coach go, and it would be stupid for me to come in and have the fans expect me to do better. So I'm not going to go out of respect for Milan. He's now a free coach. He's officially off of RB's salary. And I think Roma are going to sign him as a coach. They've been...
It's a rumor right now.
It's a rumor, but it just makes sense, especially since Roma just got bumped out of the Europa League 2-0. And they've got a very hot player in Zaniolo and Pellegrini.
New owners.
New owners. I think they're going to want to change things around. This is your guy. He'll come in. He was supposed to come in from Milan as a director, a technical director, and a coach, meaning he was going to be in charge of the signings and the players on the field. I think Roma would love to have someone come in and just completely shake up the Serie A.
That's what they need.
Be on the lookout for that to go down. Not saying it will, but
it's out there.
it makes sense.
Things that
Makes
will happen.
sense. Yes, go ahead.
Willian to Arsenal.
Oh, that's
So
close.
that's definitely happening.
Is that happening?
How does Chelsea let that happen?
Well,
I think that's gonna happen.
it's
I know,
it's like
but
it's a very strong rumor.
Yes, it's very
Very
close,
strong.
as
Let
well
them
as
go to your
Thomas
number
Partey.
one rival, though, it just doesn't make sense.
They didn't want to pay him apparently.
Yeah, which makes no sense because he was.
And-
he's the only one creating besides Pulisic.
Yeah.
Another thing is, Chelsea has a rule where, like, once a player hits, I think it's like 30 or something like that, they only do 1-year contracts. Arsenal's probably gonna offer him like a 2 or 3 year contract.
Is Willian 30?
You know, I doubt he's gonna leave for just a
He's
1-year
old.
contract.
He's an older player. He just looks so young.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
he just looks so young.
Yeah, he's
32.
32.
32, holy shit.
He can still
Yeah.
ball, man.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he's still got a free kick, especially
He's
with
still got pace.
yeah, still got pace. He's a phenomenal player. Let's remember last summer, Neymar tweaked his ankle. Willian,
Except like Copa,
come on, man,
Copa America.
Copa, like, God, what a
Yep.
player to just bring into your squad.
Yep.
Ugh, I'm not gonna say he replaced Neymar. Obviously, you can't replace Neymar, but I mean that's a quality player. Anyone would love to have on their team.
Yeah.
So
And Thomas
for Chelsea.
Partey is another one that Arsenal's looking after. Last time I saw Arsenal, Arteta's looking to spend some money this summer, and
Mhm.
and if they are going to finish how we think they are, or close, if they are going to compete, I think they do need to spend a little bit. That's my one thing with Arsenal, though. They seem to overspend when they do spend. Like Pepe, Lacazette. I think Aubameyang's the only one that I can
I mean, they
say
re-signed
straight
David
up
Luiz
is
for no reason.
they needed him.
Yeah, they
You saw
needed
what he
him.
did against Man City.
No, he's actually been playing a lot better.
I think
he-
Arteta shook the shit out of him.
he did
was
not
like,
start so hot with them,
Wake
but yeah.
the fuck up, son.
Mm.
It's really cool to see. I definitely appreciate that signing being a
No, I
David Luiz
respect
fan.
David Luiz to the utmost, and he looked horrendous. And the fact that he's still in the lineup is a credit to his work ethic.
The
and
first
ability.
game, the first game they played Man City.
Oh.
He had 2 goofs,
Oh man, like he
Yeah.
totally
red
whiffed the
card,
ball,
yeah, like, and it was like,
Horrendous.
and then you find out the next day they sign him again. And you're like,
Yeah, you're
okay,
like, well,
Yeah.
what's
yeah,
going
that was-
on?
that was-
and
he
then all of
backed
a
it up.
sudden, and then all of a sudden he steps up. So credit to Arteta, credit to David Luiz, flipping his mental.
Absolutely.
And what do you all think about Guendouzi?
I love it.
Arteta sat him because of behavior issues.
Dude, not only
Ooh.
sat him, made him train on his own, away from the rest of the team.
What did he say? What did he do?
Does it matter?
Oh, it's because of what happened in the Brighton bust up
Ooh.
when he told that player that I make more than you'll ever make.
Oh.
And then he put his hands on the guy's like neck or something like that. It stems from that
Yeah, it's a shitty attitude.
because
Great
Arteta
move by
was
Arteta.
not.
Yep.
Yeah,
Love that.
he said, "I don't want that at this club. Like that's not the culture that we represent."
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, and you know what that does? He can make an example out of Guendouzi,
Yep.
set the tone, and look what happened. Arsenal wins the FA Cup.
Absolutely.
Yep. Good move again by
Kinda
our
out of
man.
nowhere for them.
Yep.
It looks like he's on the move. Damn,
who
Guendouzi and
that?
Coutinho swap?
Ooh,
He shipped
that
his
is
ass out.
true. Coutinho might be coming in.
Whoa.
Damn.
Well.
Oh, Arsenal. Whew.
Damn.
If they get Coutinho,
I tell you what, Barcelona do need a fresh midfielder to replace Busquets and Vidal. And Rakitic, for that matter.
And a guy
And
who-
Artur. They got fucking your boy, Pjanic, who's 30. They need some young blood.
Yep. And then you pair him up with a guy who loves to tell you how much he makes. Sounds great for Barcelona. Sounds like Barcelona. Well, how about some Sancho United? Again, for like the 80th time.
Can we please stop talking about this?
Let's do that. Please. Could somebody either sign this man or just get off of it? I don't know.
The rumors now tilt in that Sancho's going to stay at Dortmund, which is great because for me, the management is telling the players and the fans, we want to win Bundesliga next year. We want to go and try and get that Champions League title, which I think you should. You got a team that only lost to this dominant Bayern team 1-0.
Yeah.
You got players.
I think he's going.
You do?
I mean, look. I'll never forget how pissed off I was when Delph did this. I mean, captain of Aston Villa. Oh, like my heart is here. Like, I'm gonna stay with Aston Villa next day. Like, signs for City. It's like the amount of hate we got for that. And it's like, dude, like, we didn't need to be getting hated by Aston Villa fans. Like, come on, they're not even like a top club.
Right.
Thanks, dude. Like, that's all you did. You were injured and you brought hate to the club. And you freaking got red cards whenever you played. Thanks.
Yeah, with Sancho United, I'm starting to think it's one of those things. I think he just likes the attention. I don't think he's gonna go there now. It's just weird.
You don't think so? I mean, look at Rio Ferdinand. Like, he's stoking that fire. He's stoking it.
He's still feeling it. I just don't even know anymore. It's like one of those things. I'm so sick of even talking about it. It's like just let me know when
I don't want him to go.
Right, just let me know when the ink dries. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I always
They
say.
say they agreed to personal terms for whatever that means.
Right,
But
and that doesn't mean
if the
shit.
club doesn't,
Right.
go for it, then whatever.
It's like, cool. They agreed to the non money aspect of it. They agreed to do the deal. No big deal. Just Man United needs to talk money. Not a big deal.
Needs to talk to people who actually say, okay, you can leave.
Right. Like, he got his contract, but
This is a sad thing. It really depends. This move really depends on if your boy Ed Woodward is gonna be a freaking moron. That's what kills me. Is it's like
And he
we
will.
have to sit and see, like, is he actually gonna be this stubborn?
Yep.
Or is he actually gonna fork out the cash? And with this guy, you really don't know. You're better off flipping a coin.
Yep. That's
I mean, dude, like,
always been his problem.
Who was it? Who was it that was supposed to be on their way out the club, and he didn't get to go because of a paper jam? Ed Woodward, like, he was in charge of that.
De Gea.
A paper jam?
Is
That's
De
what it was.
Gea,
De
yeah.
Gea.
That was also on Real Madrid side too. They were I just actually saw that story. They were using a fax machine, and apparently Florentino
from 1992.
Seriously, listen to this. Apparently Florentino's son was using the dial-up internet when the fax was coming through,
Good Lord.
and it ruined the transfer. That's the rumor.
Manchester still has dial-up
You're
AOL.
telling me
This was in
that's-
2015.
You're telling me, Florentino, you let this transfer fall through because of the. Come on.
His son was
man.
playing
As an
Pokemon.
IT
You
guy,
can't even
this
say
hurts.
it, man. You can't even say it.
As an IT guy, this hurts. Dial-up? Where'd you even find that?
Yeah, right. Why has no one around him been like, sir, what are we doing? There's this thing called high-speed internet. It's great. You can stream movies.
I could have got paid to get that transfer through.
For $5. $5, I have high-speed internet.
No,
for
they
you.
would have owed me like at least a couple mil in my
I
pocket.
gotta get that 10% cut of that one.
Oh my Lord.
How much y'all paying for this deal, dude? I want 10%. Exactly.
Well, in other news, places that people are going to without dial-up internets, David Silva is going to Lazio. Serie A, as he has been mentioning, the new retirement league, but I kind of like it. Tell you what, a 3-year deal on Monday is apparently being signed. It's an emotional goodbye for David Silva to City. Turtle, the man has done work for you guys. How you feeling about that?
I mean, it hurts to see him leave. He's a club legend. I mean, he's done more for us than Stevie has ever done for Liverpool as far as titles are concerned. Had to throw that out there.
That's fair,
So-
but damn, that's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to, hey, but what about
Burn.
Champions Leagues? What about that?
Oh.
Yeah, I hope we get this last one for him.
He won't even be
But,
there.
The heavier trophies.
wait, what?
It's reported that he's gonna sign on Monday.
But I'm not sure how that works, if we'll still be able to use him in Champions League or not.
Oh, interesting. They'll sign the deal on Monday, but he'll finish the season with Man City.
Yes, he did come on this
Yeah.
last game, right?
He did. That's right. He subbed in. So okay. That makes
Excellent
sense.
professional. He deserves, a great send off. I can't even be mad at him for leaving. Just thank you for everything.
I will tell you, one of my my older roommates said that he called this at the beginning of the year. He said Liverpool's going to win the league, and City's going to win Champions League. After last season,
Was
when
the
we
opposite.
saw-
Yep.
yeah, right. Liverpool won the Champions League. City won the. He made that prediction last year, or 2019. So far, it's coming true. We'll see what
Let's hope
happens.
for it.
We'll see. Yeah, I bet you would, huh?
We just need to see a Liverpool City Champions League final. Just call everything a day.
Please no. Give me another.
It'll be as
country.
boring as the top.
Don't fucking do that to me. Please no. I want to see two different countries go up against each other.
Yeah. Well, do you think it's about that time?
It's about that
We're
time.
gonna close this one out. Everyone gives a shout out. It's about that time. It's shout out time. It's shout out time. It's time for a shout out. Everybody gives a shout out to somebody. It could be anybody in the world. It could be soccer related, non soccer related. It's completely up to you. Hugh, why don't you go first today?
I'm gonna give a shout out to Gattuso. We were talking about him earlier. And unfortunately, he bowed out today with Napoli. Went sleeping with the fishes, but I mean, just like we were talking about earlier, he's just what a guy, right? Gave back his salary to Milan, picked up a job at Napoli mid-season, got him into Europa with a Coppa Italia win during the coronavirus. He, gave back his salary to help out the workers. Just can't say enough good things about him. Not to mention his playing career and what he's done for Italian soccer. Love seeing an old player come back and stick around as a coach. The last player I can think of is Ancelotti. I don't know any other. I guess Pippo Inzaghi, maybe Clarence Seedorf, but
Oh yeah, Inzaghi's Lazio's coach.
yeah, that's his brother.
His brother.
Yeah, but Pippo was signed at Milan.
There you go.
Pippo. So it's good to see him actually get hired and then stick around and be sustainable and make it to the Champions League and make some noise.
Yeah, now he's got AC under his belt and Napoli.
That's right.
Inter's
He's finally
next.
got a trophy as a coach.
That's right.
Coppa Italia.
Coppa.
So, shout out to you, Gattuso, Reno Gattuso. Hope good things for your future, man. Hope you stick around for a long, long time, like Ancelotti.
I hope so too. And I think with Napoli, that's a good spot for him
I
to
agree.
stick around for a while. I think
Yep.
they'll give him enough time.
Mm-hmm.
But
We
you
already
got-
saw him shell out $70 million in the January transfer window for him.
If that ain't a sign,
Yeah.
what you got, Turtle?
Yeah. I'm gonna give my shout out to David Silva.
Nice.
Just wanna say thanks again for everything. He proved so many people wrong to come in as this small, diminutive, Spaniard, and to come in and change the Premier League like he did. Probably one of the most consistent players that the Premier League has seen. I mean, can you really think of a time where this guy had a bad game?
I don't think so.
No.
Him, Silva and Villa, for me together on those old
Yes.
Spain teams.
Unbelievable.
That's something I'll never forget. Those two.
Man, and I mean, even on City, Silva and Aguero,
yeah.
they came in together.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I remember when that happened, being like, this is going to be
Something special.
some trouble.
Yep.
This is going to be some fucking trouble. And
Some trouble.
it's going to be, and they've done it, man. They've both, like you said, Turtle, consistently. Aguero, I mean, he's gotten his nicks and bangs here and there, but I mean,
Yeah,
shit.
when he plays, he does work.
I'll never forget that. Aguero.
Aguero.
But good shout out, Turtle.
I like that one too.
It's fantastic, man.
What you got, Ben?
Thank you.
I'm gonna go with my boy Marcus Rashford. If you guys don't know, he recently raised almost like 20 million pounds for hungry children in the inner city.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
Did a big time job. Great community work. Great player with a lot of talk of him being unhappy. A lot of talk of him being here and there. Not in the last 6 months. Last year maybe. It's nice to see him come around. It's nice. Not that he was ever trying to really leave. Who knows what kind of shit the media makes up about this?
Yeah.
But Marcus Rashford put it back into his community. Guy's an MU Academy legend. He's a quality guy. When a lot of talk of like he kind of wasn't really the guy we needed, Sancho, all these other people coming in. It's nice to see him focused on the right things.
Yeah.
Doing the right thing, and football comes second to him, and he shows that he cares about people and community first.
The Black Lives Matter movement, he really kind of pioneered and took the front foot forward on that as well, which was really great to see.
Absolutely. He's a quality human being.
Quality human being. Great way to put it. Great way to put it. Booty. You just smirked. He's got a good one. Who is this?
My shout out today is to Cardi B and her her new song called WAP. If you guys don't know what WAP is, you should probably go look it up. It is a great music video. Please stay clothed the whole time. They don't, so it's fantastic. It is completely disgusting.
It's like macaroni in a pot.
Yes, it is. It is as wet as you could possibly think.
Wet.
It is a wet
God.
something.
The
and,
wet, the noise with macaroni in a pot.
Sounds a lot like that when it's wet, and it's something that you should everyone, children of all ages, you should probably go ahead and dive right into that. It is a great music video.
It's a good learning tool for those young.
I heard about the song, didn't know about it until recently. I heard about it recently, and then my good friend Ocho here went ahead and he coached me. He did his coaching thing, and he showed me the video.
We watched the video together. That was the first time I'd seen it.
I'm a different person now.
Yeah. So
I'm a different booty now. So I'm
seeing
still
a
your
lot
booty.
Of good booty.
Yes, it was. There's a lot of booty in it. I couldn't even. I don't know if it was related to me or not. I couldn't even tell.
Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh man, there's something in this house. Tell you what. Public service announcement time before I get dirtier. Be sure to follow us on Patreon if you want to donate. We will give you a shout out. I forgot our password, so I went to go check it.
I got it saved.
So
by the way, speaking of Patreon, I came up with a great idea for people that donate.
Go for it.
We should start giving out jerseys and swag that people can win.
If you want a jersey, donate. There you go.
Done. You
could have donated already. Sorry if we haven't given you a shout out. I can't remember our goddamn password because I've been watching all those WAP videos. It's been crazy. So follow us on Facebook if you don't. Donate on Patreon. We got you with a jersey. Insta. We love Insta. We're really big on Insta. Twitter for the twatters. Shout out to Gooner Mike. He's been killing our twatter page for us. We are at Footy Fetish Show. Something I like to eat after I see all this, after I look at all of our social media and I watch my WAP videos, is Nova Acai. Can you tell us a little bit about Nova Acai?
It's growing very quickly. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but Katie's Restaurant off of Bienville, I just went there today and gave them free samples. Manager loved it, immediately went over to the bartender. She loved it, started thinking about drink mixes.
Did they come up with something yet?
They came up with like 5 drinks on the spot, and I was like, you know what? Have fun. Here, this is for you.
Yeah.
Put rum in it. It's perfect.
They said rum. They said like a whiskey, like a honey whiskey.
Oh yeah, maybe like a honey whiskey.
They said honey, and I was like,
Vodka's
you know,
not
they put
bad.
honey
Rum's
on this.
where it's at.
Yeah, so it's.
I'm
gonna
and a banana and some acai puree from a man Hugh here. You're in for a good daiquiri.
Man,
there you go.
At Nova Acai Store or NovaAcai.com.
Are you still doing the drink contest?
We are.
So there you go. $100 if
for
you
the
can
winner.
come up.
Thank you. Yeah.
If you can come up with.
Yeah, we're gonna go around since it's COVID times. We're gonna drive to your house and try the drink.
Winner right here.
He has ideas.
We're gonna have a team of judges. I don't think I should be on that team, but I think I might just
you
to
should.
just
got it.
Yeah.
I'm
So
happy
we're gonna have
to
a
be
team
on
of
that team.
judges. We've got a bunch of entries into the contest, so it's very exciting.
Hell yeah.
Nova Acai.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't do this without you. Couldn't do it without our soldiers. The soldiers of the Footy Fetish Army. You've been holding it down for us. We appreciate that. You got to keep spreading that word for us. We're still young. Keep spreading the word of the balls of the feet. The gospel according to Footy Fetish. This has been the Footy Fetish Show, where the fetish is real and the footy is soccer. Thank you, Turtle. Thank you, Ben.
Who dat?
Thank you. Glad to be here.